lagging behind. What's up, everybody? I'm a nobody trying to be somebody. This is the start of the stream. Cue the intro. Start of the silver show. I don't know. I messed up, bro. My mic is turned sideways. This is weird, bro. All right, let's lock in. Where am I at? Ah! There we go. Okay. Super late. And first, bro, how are you that fast? Hold on. How are you that fast, bro? Let me see. What's up, bro? I'm starting my stream so late. I almost didn't stream tonight, I gotta be honest. Hold on, Bob Ross is streaming right now, bro? I'm about to stop my stream and go watch Bob Ross. What's up, Infinite? What'd you do today, bro? Yo, Infinite, was that game that you... Was that, like, your world that you created? What was that? But first, like, 3 days in a row now. Shout out my boy. What was that game? Like, I just commented on one of your, things. One of your thingy things. What? I commented on your thing? That's kind of weird. 1 second. Copy. Hey, I'm so late, bro. This is so crazy. I feel so dumb. Sheffy! Oh, you mean that Sunset game? What is that? Did you create that world? Was that a world that was already created? What's up, Sheffy? This might be a little quickie tonight. This might be a little quickie. Quick little hour stream or something. I'm not sure. I almost did not stream, but I was like, I'm going to no matter what. It's Are You Lonely on Roblox? It's cool, bro. That's a crazy title. Are you lonely? I think that's subjective. Would be a fire background. I feel like this is a fire background, be honest. Bro, take a day off. I think you need it. Thought about it. It's not really like I need it, but it's just like a... Not sure. No offense, all. Got you. It's all good. Maybe it's like a different vibe, you know? What's up, Snakey? Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Think I need it. Maybe a little quickie. Maybe a little quickie. Sorry, that's crazy. Hold on. Let me choose the Wordle. Be honest, like, this song doesn't go super hard though. Also, I wanted to mess with like my mic audio settings and stuff. I realized my mic is kind of ass. New phone will be fire. What's up, Snakey? Thanks for pulling up, bro. What'd you do today, Snakey? Yo, Infinite, that begs the question, are you lonely, brother? What's up? Alright, this is where we're at. Pretty crazy, I gotta be honest. 1 second. I also have counted to 100,000. I've counted to over 100,000. I kind of gave up on it. Sorry about that. I kind of not gave up on it. I've kind of chilled on it. I think that's what I need to do. I think that's what I need to start back doing is counting, to be honest. I'm missing something. There's something in me missing. Cock. Sorry, not cock, but like, not specifically cock. I was just like, sorry, never mind. I'm missing something. My superpower, if you will. My super cock. No. My superpower? Bleep. Lots of cock. All right, buddy. Not lots. Who said lots? That's you. Yo, Chevy, who said lots? That's you, brother. I got my eye. I got my eye on you, Chevy. And by eye, I mean my cock. It's not, well, not like metaphorical cock. It's a metaphorical cock. You know what I'm saying? Stay at home and create a tier 1 supernova in grass. What's a tier 1 supernova? Why am I feeling bleep so hard? Like deja vu. Sweep. No, no S. It could be a ELL. Sleal. You ain't mushroom stamping me, boy. I'm gonna give you a nice African go. I'm gonna give you a dirty Sanchez. I don't know. I had to say something cool back. Said hi. What's up, Dominique? Oh yeah, I'm giving you a dirty Sanchez. You ain't mushroom stamping me, boy. What is mushrooms? Now I'm scared to look that up, buddy. I'm actually scared to look that up. Don't. What's up, Dominique? Snaky. Snaky, yo, let's take a quick second to look at what Snaky had to say. Hey, yo, Snaky. Relax, bro. Oh, let's see. Why can I not think of anything else? P-E-E-L. P-E-L-L. Is this a word? Watch this. Bro, watch this. Chefy. Those are... Yo! Well, I'm early. Hello, yo, that was fire. How's everyone? What's up? What's up? What's up? That was crazy. Wait, what? I didn't even know bleep was an actual word. How? Could you bop while surfing, bro? Yo, that's a new meta, Sheffy. Yo, Sheffy, that's a new meta. Oh God, bro, I'm kind of scared, bro. That's like, you know how, in wrestling, how like they have like a superpower move and they're like, and they do stuff like that, bro. It's like my is like a superpower move and how do you combine them, bro? Wait, what? Sorry, shouldn't have did that. It's one of those onomatopoeias. Bleep. Bro, you think I remember what an onomatopoeia is? I gotta remember that every day. I gotta look this up every day. Onomatopoeia. The formation of word from a sound associated with its name. Oh, it's a bleep and it sounds like a bleep, right? The Silva Stunner? Yo, a chair surf while bopping is kind of crazy work. Yo, what's up, Ben? How have you been today, bro? Silva said cock already. With the little sad faces. What's up, Mike? I've been good. How have you been? How's your day today? Yo, Regulus Black. Yo, this is probably my best work right here. With the letters that I had left, I just couldn't see anything else. Look at this, bro. That is crazy. And the fact that I even set it up, I said, Sheffy, watch this. That was fire. Wow, okay. Share. And this is how random it is. I'll just show, I guess. It was just a random day in July. I just randomly picked a random, like, just a random day. I guess I do the first a lot, apparently. This is like all the July. We just started in July. This is like, I mean, in 2023. This is just like, we completed all of 2021 and 2022. I've just started on 2023. And I was randomly, I don't know why, well, maybe I just randomly picked July, apparently. I did the first one. Bleep. That was crazy. That could have been a real hard one. I couldn't tell if it was a double E or a double L. I had all my vowels out though, so that could have been a hard one, yeah, for sure. The P is crazy. My mom's getting worse, so I've been kind of okay. Ben, I hate to hear that, bro. After stream, let's get on voice chat, bro, if you're down, Ben. I'm down to talk about it on after stream. I've been alright, just chilling, having a beer and making some snacks. What kind of beer do you like to drink? Happy Independence Day? Happy 4th of July. And you know what's so funny is like my entire life. Okay, let's have some civil lore. My entire life growing up on 4th of July, like, okay, so I moved away. Like me and my family, we lived in one area, right? Well, like my mom and dad, whatever, they lived in one area. And then like it was kind of a bad area, so like when I was like 2, we moved away from that area, right? But every like 4th of July, maybe like summer, Christmas, Halloween, whatever, random stuff. Random, it wouldn't be all of them. It'd be like 1 or 2 a year, something like that. We'd go and visit, right? Every time on 4th of July, my uncle, bro, he would buy the most, literally all I can imagine is a trash bag full of fireworks. And imagine like 3 of your uncles or cousins, whatever, just having like bags of fireworks over the shoulders. So anyways, like, oh, just remember growing up, my uncle would always, boo, boo, bah, bah, bah. My uncle was shooting fireworks like the entire time, right? It was so cool. It was such a good time. But just recently, I'm kind of thinking about it, bro. Isn't 4th of July? This isn't funny. Isn't 4th of July when essentially, I don't know. Let me look it up. Actually, don't be stupid. Look it up and then talk about it. Right. Okay. Because I could be stupid right now and just say some stupid stuff. So let's not do that. Let's not embarrass ourselves. What is the 4th of July? What is the 4th? Like technically, like what actually is it? Hold on, let's see.
History, July 4th, 1770.
All right, why is it all mysterious and medieval sounding?
A day that forever shifted the course of global politics.
Sure.
The United States Declaration of Independence was adopted, representing the formal separation of 13 colonies.
Oh, okay, hold on. So we were just a
From British rule.
Oh, okay, so... Oh, never mind. See, I could have sounded real dumb right now.
Created by visionaries like Thomas Jefferson.
Shout out my boy
Adams,
TJ, and
this historic document
Big Boy Ben.
the principles of freedom,
Shout out Ben.
and self-governance. Now here's an interesting fact. 2 of its signatories who later became presidents, Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, both died exactly.
Be honest, who is John Adams? What did he do? Be honest, what did John Adams do right now? Besides sign the Declaration of Independence. When I think about it, bro, I don't know what any other presidents did. Like, dude, we've had, how many presidents has America had? How many presidents are there? There's 45 or whatever. 45 men have served and 45 people. Wait, so how many people got, wait, what? Anyways, whatever, 45 men, right? You only know 10 of them. Barely. What did these other 35 jokers do, bro? Do today's Wordle? Just got PBR again. Pab's Blue Ribbon. I bought some Gumblehead too to branch out a bit, but right now it's PBR. If I was gonna I don't know if I could branch out when drinking like alcohol. I would branch out food-wise, like, you know, have fun, try something different. Alcohol-wise, like, I barely even drink. So if I were to ever drink, I would want to, like, get exactly what I wanted, you know? Got bad news. 147 time of death of my mom. Wow, Ben, no way, actually. Like you're saying right now, Ben, did that really just happen? And I won't forget the men who died. Shout out to the 4th of July. Honestly, that is to gain independence. See, I was gonna sound real dumb and talk about 4th of July, but look, it's you know what happened? The issue nowadays is everybody just says their dumb thought and just throws it out there. And that's not necessarily like a bad thing, right? But when you throw your thought out there and you don't say, yo, I'm kind of dumb beforehand, or like you say, like, I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Most people kind of just throw their thought out there and then like they're like, that's right, isn't it? Like, I think. Like I was just talking about 4th of July, essentially. But I held back. So let me take those back. Bob. Pow. I think that's how you do it. I was taking those bops back, sorry.
50 years later.
Because like I held back, so like why would I bop if I held?
On July 4th, 1826. This is a testament to their unshakable connection with the Declaration of Independence. The document marked the emergence of a new nation and
That is pretty cool though to think like, yo, you're not gonna take control of us anymore, buddy. Like, screw you guys. I'm out.
established principles of liberty and democracy.
No, I gotta be honest. Liberty, justice, and the pursuit of happiness, all that shenanigans is so fire.
Leaving a lasting influence on global
Like, these dudes were way ahead of their time. Like, way ahead of their time. To be able to figure out the branches of government, all that stuff, like.
history across centuries and continents.
I'd be more, if I was like a leader at the time back in the day, I'd be more of a, like, a sailor dude like that. Like, I wouldn't want to put all together, maybe I'm not, I don't know, it depends how old I was at the time. Because maybe I would, like, want to do that. Like, build the foundations. Anyways, shout out to America. Prayers for your family, Ben, thanks. What's up, Mono? No way, Ben, I'm sorry to hear that. You're fine. Yes, the hospital called me. Wow, Ben, that's really tragic, bro. I'm really sorry to hear that. You were telling me about it, but I'm gonna call you later tonight, Ben. That's okay. If you want to talk about it. Okay, let's send this. Let's see, because that last one was crazy, Ben. Yeah, Ben? All right, I'll call you later tonight, Ben. I hope you feel better, bro. I hope you have somebody there with you right now. Stays as long as I can. Appreciate that, Mono. It's okay, man. It's normal to be unsure. Be kind to yourself. It really is. You have to be kind to yourself because, like, this is a cruel world nowadays. There's a lot of love, right? Does the bad outshine the love? I'm not sure. Kinda. There's a lot of love. I would say most people are, like, loving and caring. And, like, when they're acting out and being rude and evil and mean or whatever, I don't think that's necessarily them. Like, I would say maybe at least 80% of humans are just, like, good-natured, normal humans, right? They might vote left, they might vote right, but at the end of the day, they're just good, normal humans, right? Then I would say there's probably, like, no, there's gotta be more than that. I would say there's 90% that are just good, normal humans. They believe this way, they believe that way, okay. They may disagree on stuff, but that's it at the end of the day. They're not gonna, like, say mean, evil, hateful stuff. Oh, I don't know, though, because now that I'm thinking about it, like... That's not hold up. Anyways, so I think there's only like 5% of people that are like not even that much, honestly. I guess it depends on if we're talking United States or the entire world. I do need someone to talk to. Yeah, Ben, I got you, bro. I'll be there. Why is this all happening right now? It's a great question, Ben. You never know. Like, this life is about the memories that you make, like, right now. Because we're not given... That's the crazy thing about life is we're not given a time. Like, nobody says, hey, you're going to live to 100 years old. Like, there's, like, you know... I don't really want to talk about it. There's, like, you know, babies that pass away. There's people that live to be 120. You just don't know. That's the thing about life, man. It's very... That's the thing is we ask why, literally. Why this? Why that? Why? You know, as a kid, that's kind of interesting. You know, as a kid, you always ask why about everything. Maybe there's something more to that. Your friend died and now your mom. Yeah, you told me if Ben's friend passed away a few years ago. But Ben, you told me that he wasn't a very good person, Ben. I know he's your friend, but I remember you were saying he was not a good person. Very interesting. Just either way, it doesn't matter if you're a good person or a bad person. Like, passing away is never, you know. I'm really sorry to hear that, Ben. We're all here to help you get your mind off of things, of course. It's just feels strange which time just keeps going. It does feel strange. And that's the thing I want to talk about. That's really why I want to go out and like talk to people in life. Because like everybody has a different story, you know? There's something very interesting about all of us, right? And like a lot of the times nobody has a chance to like brag about themselves, right? Like there's something cool about every one of you. But like you never, if you try to brag about yourself, right? It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like nobody cares. But like if somebody asks you, then you open up and you're able to, you know? Very interesting. You should do some street interviews. I swear I want to so bad. I want to do street interviews so bad. I really want to. Yeah, Ben. My brain is messed up and I'm depressed. I've been depressed for a while. It will take time to be okay with the pain of loss. Oh shit, Ben, sorry to hear that, says Sheffy. I mean, Ben, you got a lot of people that are here for you, bro. I mean, there's nothing really that I'm gonna be able to say that's gonna make it better, right? I can only like try to help. I'm never gonna be able to like solve that issue, right? So I really do feel bad about that. That's the thing is like life and death, man. That's one thing that we haven't solved. And I wonder if we'll ever be able to solve that. Maybe. Sure. You'd be good at asking people super random and deep questions, I'm sure. That's the issue. And that's why I say I'm lazy and like, et cetera, is I never go and do it. You know what? Like talking about it tomorrow would be the perfect day, wouldn't it? 4th of July. Interesting. Tomorrow would be like one of the perfect days. It's a Friday. Tomorrow's gonna be Friday, right? Why was people celebrating 4th of July last weekend when 4th of July falls on a Friday? It's like perfect. Do it, dude. I bet you could basically just wing it and get some great content. I'd love to watch that. You know what? I think that'd be really good for shorts. Rather, like, it could be, like, long videos, or it could be shorts also. Ooh, maybe I could just make short clips out of it. Can we talk after stream, Silva? Of course, man. Of course, bro. Call you right after. And it will get better. It took me years, but it got better. And that's the thing, Ben, is, like, me personally, I haven't experienced that, right? So I can't talk about how I would deal with that and how I dealt with it. But there are other people that have dealt with that, you know, for example, like Solid Tank said, it will get better. It took him years, but it gets better. Time heals. That's all I'll say. Obviously, now it's fresh. It's going to hurt. Well, I really can't even really talk about it. It makes me, you know, sad to even talk about and think about. I'd rather talk about it off stream so I can actually be there for you and hear what you have to say, you know? It always stays with you on some level, but it gets easier to deal with. That's the thing is like, oh, I was watching this video and this girl, there's these two sisters, right? And their dad passed away like a few years ago. And like the main video was like grief like will come out of nowhere, right? And it was like apparently the anniversary of their dad's passing away like in a few days. And the girl like called and she like the two sisters were talking. Apparently like she was gonna go out of town on a work vacation or something. And like the sister, like the younger sister was like, yo, that's the day, you know, dad or whatever. And like it was just like a massive thing. And it was just like showing that grief is something that could be stored away. You don't even think about it, right? And then something hits you and it comes back and it's like, man, it does that to me a lot. Like that happens to me very often, right? But those are the moments where I tell myself, what am I doing? Am I actively hurting myself? Like thinking about this? This is not for Ben. This is for like the us that are like have already experienced this and or like, you know, that are going, not currently going through something traumatic. Like, what am I doing thinking about these things that are going to only bring me down? Like, like when this grief like hits me right out of nowhere, and I think about like, for example, my grandma, like I never got to meet really my grandma. I never got to meet my grandma or really in my grandparents. Like, dude, that sucks. But then I think about it, I'm like, what's that doing? When I go down this thought loop, what am I gaining from this? Sadness, depression, etc., etc. Why do it? And then I ask myself, I'm like, you're right. Why do I do this? Why would I do that? No joke. These are the thoughts I have. I say, why do I do that? Sometimes I even tell myself, like, snap out of it. Like I literally tell myself, like, snap out, bro. Snap out of it. Like, I have to tell myself, like, actively, like, snap out of the thought loop. What are you doing? No joke. Mental health, I believe, is very important, and it's mainstream now-ish. It's mainstream now-ish, but it's underrated, you know? I don't know. Underfunded, underrated, underlooked at, under everything. It would be great. You could even just ask people what 4th of July is about and why they would celebrate and stuff like that. You could make a long vid and then make shorts out of it. Mike, literally, that's exactly what I want to do, like my dreams. So why don't I do it? The anxiety, the fear of failure, but I'm already failing if I'm not doing it. I'm already failing, you know? Interesting. Butters says hi. What's up, Butters? Well, Canada Day was yesterday? Hold on, Canada has a day also? Canada Day? Shout out. Canada Day. Canada isn't as innocent, bro? All right, hold on. All right, hold on. This is get a little trolly.
Why Canada isn't as innocent or nice as you might think. Although Canada seems nice during normal time, it's just as merciless in times of war. For example, during a Christmas in World War I, soldiers from both sides stopped fighting because they didn't want any casualties on this day.
Shout
However,
out
when
Christmas.
German soldiers tried to do the same with Canada, the Canadian soldiers opened fire.
Hey,
This is
yo!
why Canada isn't as innocent or
I mean, that's like, can I blame the entirety of Canada for some people that I really, you know,
Happy Canada Day. Well, not really. Let me explain. As you're making your plans for the day, remember that your indigenous neighbors and their allies...
See, this is what I was thinking about in general, right? So this is where, okay, since, all right, I exposed myself, I guess. This is what I was actually thinking about 4th of July. Because I was like, isn't 4th of July just when they kind of set, like, once they, like, they officially made America, right? But it's like, America wasn't even theirs to begin with. But, like, I get, but they were under British, you know, control, so, like, I don't know.
may not be celebrating Canada Day, and here's why. In fact, a day like today could be triggering to many of us.
No, it's not funny to me. Like, I laugh at the thought of how, like, truthful this is. But, like, to get this truth, this is like, the truth is like a circle. And you got like the truth is like a square. You got like a circle. You got to, like, trying to fit the truth down. It's like, this may be the truth, but is the mainstream, is 95% of humans going to care? Not really.
You see, the day that you
And this is where, no joke, this is super real. This is what I struggle with, because, like, why put forth effort to try to make a change when, like, you know, most of the people aren't going to change? That's what I struggle with. But I read a comment that, like, really helped me, and it was like, people were lucky. It wasn't about me. It was like, people were lucky to have people like you. And that made me realize, like, you know, you may not feel the change, but, like, other people can feel the change.
choose to celebrate
Something
Canada
like
Day was only made possible because of the genocide
Anyways.
of hundreds of indigenous nations all
But see,
across Turtle Island.
this isn't funny to me, but, like, this is what I was thinking about. It's so truthful that, like, what am I gonna do? Be like cry and sad about it, or do I laugh like that's crazy? No joke, that's how I deal with my, like, pain. I laugh at it. I'm like, because rather than cry, what is crying doing? It makes you sad, makes you more sad. It's a snowballing effect. I like laugh at, like, man, that's sad and sucks. I try to laugh away the pain, I guess. What's up, Butters? Hey, Sheffy. I find that over time, I have a much easier time forming positive thoughts, and the people I've lost, it's hard at first. Yeah, definitely over time, right? Definitely over time, it gets easier because like time heals, etc., right? In the moment, it's not gonna be that easy. You on your phone and fridge and tablet tonight, hello? You talking to me? Are you talking about Butters? Who is number one? How is Butters number one? Shout out Butters. You? Can we do stare for the next? We could do stare right now. Do you want to do it right now? Or do you want to wait? We'll do it now and we'll do it after. Wait, no, I need a Y. A-E-Y. A-E-Y. Let's see. Change it, great. Member of Butters, set high. Like 2 or 3 some Butters. All right, let me lock in. My bad, I'm kind of behind. Let me lock in. Sorry. I've been yapping. Let's see. When you jump account, I'll continually count. LOL. When you jump account, I'll continually count. No shade at all. I want to know how many you got. Of the accounts, dude, one time he brought in like 20 something accounts. No joke, I probably banned like 10 accounts and he kept going in with like 15, 20 more. I promise you can do it. Excuse me. I promise you can do it. And you already have some solid support. I don't think any of your regulars are going anywhere. I'd love to see you experiment. I think that's the thing. Like, I feel like I built the foundation. Like, I don't know. It sounds weird. I feel like I built, like, you know, like, I kind of know, like, the vibes I'm giving, right? So now I can experiment. And I think it is time. You're right. It is time. I appreciate that, Mike. Canada has a ruthless army. Dude, shout out Canada. I didn't know they were gangsters. And I love street interviews. Me too. I love watching street interviews. This is the thing. Do what you love. I love talking to people. I love talking. I'm like, no joke, 10 out of 10 a listener. Like, 10 out of 10 will listen to what you're saying. No joke, literally word for word, exactly what you say. In the tone, in the manner, in the mood, literally all that together. So, like, why don't, like, do what you love? Why would I not do that? Very interesting. Guess how many accounts I have? Butters has at least in the hundreds? He's like one of those, you know how, like, technology multiplies over time? It's like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. What is it? 144. Ah! 288. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. 566? 288. I don't know. I just guessed. 112? I think that is it. 224? I think I am doing it right. 224. That'd be 448. That'd be 8. I don't know. I'm yapping. Sorry. I'm losing it. Like 1, 2, 3. Some Butters say. Want to see how many times I could like and comment, but yo, Butters is about to blow up my stream. Humans conquered each other across the whole ass earth. Oh, and now we are here. Isn't that crazy to think about? Like, at one point we were living in caves. No, hear me out, Mike. Were you here, Mike, when we were talking about Antarctica yesterday? Did you make it to the Antarctica stream yesterday? Bro, humans, so like dinosaurs lived, hear me out. Okay, let's go back to yesterday real quick. A quick recap. When we dig in the ground, we'll pick up a T-Rex. Ah! We pick up a T-Rex bone, right? We can like put it in the time machine. That's not good. We can put it in the time calculator, right? In the carbon time facilitator. And we see that it's 50 million years old, right? That's pretty crazy to think about. Wait, was it 50 million or 500? Was it 50 million? I don't remember. Anyways, I forgot my own lesson. So humans have only been around that we know of for like 100,000 years. But what if we go to Antarctica? You know, it's frozen and it preserves, like, you know, stuff that's frozen is like preserved for so much longer. What if they like find some humans that were in Antarctica? I don't know. I'm kind of yapping about that. But what if they find like something newer and older than dinosaurs? Something's in Antarctica, bro. It's scary. Something's definitely happening in Antarctica. Shout out. What is that? Not sure. Some shenanigans for sure. But I would pay, LO. Change it, great. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's true. You know, that's what I've said stuff like that for so long, and it's like, man, that's the scary thing is people become not rotten, but people become tired. Like they're fighting a never-ending battle. Yes, I want to see how many likes and comments. Gotta laugh to keep from crying. That's what my grandma always said. I think it's really smart. What does crying do for you at the end of the day? And you know, it's a good way of coping and expressing your feelings and getting it out, right? Like getting it out. I understand that completely. But after that initial 5 minutes, can't stay in that thought loop. Yes, please. That's what I meant. Years. How about that? Hello, bud. Oh, years. Yeah, that's perfect. Love that. Sorry. Kind of lagging behind. God loves you. Appreciate that, bro. What's up, Burr? Actually, I'm Butters number 4. You're 3, but also 15. I need more counts. Butters likes turds. White Black Butters is back. We years? I got you, my bad. Okay, that's perfect. So I think this Y is gonna go at the end. Scary? No, because no R. And the A can't go there. Interesting. Starry? Stay? Put years, my bad. I was like way behind. I was here for Andor, some of it at least, a lot of it I think. Got you, my bad. Carbon dating, yeah, I remember. Sylvia, you're a great listener. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Ben, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. They're gonna crack the ice and find okay, hold on. That's a great question. They're gonna crack the ice and find motherfucking bush light, baby. Eagle's noises. Is that an eagle noise? What is the eagle? Dude, I'm used to make the coolest noise, but I can't do it anymore. And I probably stand up next to you. Chevy just had a straight patriotism vibe. But wait, what was I gonna say? What are they gonna find in Antarctica? Like, there's land under Antarctica, bro? Why is it frozen on top? Butters Prime, welcome back. JJ. Clip, ignore that. Hey, wait. Blank A, blank SY? Sassy. The triple S. Going on discourse noises in a minute. Satire. Who? What the freak is that? Stray. Ooh. STR. There's no R actually. No R. Stray, I said first. Oh, Stray. My bad. I don't know how I said that. Oh God, no R. Watch this sassy. Look, I'm on fire right now. Okay, I'm not on fire. I'm not on fire. I thought I was doing something cool. It wasn't that cool. I'm sorry. Hold on, I want to hear this song actually. Tasty? Yay! Nasty. I'd probably go nasty over tasty right now because I kind of wasted my one guess. What's up, Solid? Kind of wasted my one guess. Pasty. It could also be pasty, tasty, wasty, question mark, basty, gassy. Can't be no double S anymore. Solid Tank. What's up, Butters? Can't be an S anymore. Sorry, I was doing something. All good. If solid tank, what do they find under Antarctica? Be honest. What do they find under Antarctica? Let's just look that up real quick. Look, the word is nasty or tasty? It's nasty. Tasty? It's probably tasty. If I had to guess, that's the more Wordle word. Should I play smart here and not be guessing like this? What has an ASY? What has an ASY? I actually don't know. What has an ASY? What is under Antarctica? Hold on, just a quickie. This is a little quickie.
Most people don't know what's actually hidden under the ice of Antarctica.
I'm pretty sure this is the one I watched yesterday. Yes. New study, all right.
The British Antarctic Survey just dropped a detailed map of what's under the ice in Antarctica. And it's
So it's like a whole bunch of land?
actually the most detailed map they've ever released. And my mind is blown. Scientists used to think that Antarctica was just a frozen block of ice.
Right. This is so in my normal puny peanut brain, when I think of Antarctica, I'm like, okay, it's just a big block of ice. Not really. I didn't think about it like that. I just thought like it was just a bunch of ice. I never really like understood like obviously it's a continent with land and like it's just frozen over.
Void of any life except
Hold on, my headphones disconnected. I can't hear anything. 1 second, I gotta pause it. Should I send nasty or tasty? I'm kind of scared.
at its edges. But then, void of any Antarctica was just a frozen block of ice, devoid of any life except at its edges. But then, Russians drilled down into a massive lake several kilometers beneath the ice, and that led to the discovery of hundreds more. And this is actually even more shocking. Scientists found microbial life thriving in total darkness beneath kilometers of ice. The discovery of this life brings up interesting questions about the potential for undiscovered ecosystems in the icy moons of Saturn and Jupiter. Where else might
Oh, right. In the ice that's frozen, there could be bacteria life in there.
life exists that we don't yet know about? And something else much more sinister lurks under the ice as well.
So wait. Let's back this up a little bit. Hold on. This is cooking my brain. The numbers. What do they mean, Mason? Initiating, sequence, approved. So like, hold on. Let me run this back just real quick.
Where else might
Right here. So the Earth is in a perfect location for life to form. But what if we just took Mars and we put it over here? Would we just like set it beside? What if we just grabbed Mars and we just put it beside us? I'm just playing, but dude, that's kind of crazy to think about. Like, in short, if water freezes over on like Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, all those places, but it can't get, at one point, maybe millions of years ago, it was in a close enough spot to get light in Earth, and like maybe there could be life forming in this specific spot. So for example, you know, Antarctica at the bottom, it doesn't get enough sun, so it doesn't like it doesn't, I don't know, melt. So what if there's like more life in this waters? Bro, get off the fridge. More theories that will never get solved. That's the scary thing, bro. Like, but you know what? I think they will get solved. They won't get solved in our lifetime, and that's the scary and sucky thing, right? But I think in somebody else's lifetime it will. My twin brother, shout out to Butters' twin. Butters is a, what's good? Yo, what's up, Orion? My bad, bro. I just seen that. Butters is a family of 1,000. So, but check the soundboard. Let's check the soundboard. Hold on. Shout out my boy Snaky. If you don't know Snaky Penguin Dragon, that's Snaky in the chat. Guy just loves some cock. I respect that. And a man just loves some cock. What was this one? Yo, he made the seagull noise. What? Wait, that's pretty funny. Okay, hold on. We're kind of, we are expanding, particularly our cock. Bro, hold on. Why are we growing? This is really funny.
Get your hand off my penis!
Butters! Salute emoji says solid. Yo, that is actually funny. It would fuck up our orbit. But why would that be such a bad thing? No, I'm just playing. I'm kind of dumb. So. Making Mars or another planet livable for humans is called terraforming. So, alright, hold on. I think obviously in the future, like already Elon Musk wants to go to Mars and like, terraform it, et cetera, right? Like live on it. That happens, right? Over like 1,000 years, like we're on those planets, living on those planets, right? I wonder if we are able to dig into the ground and figure out. So like Earth has like layers. So does like all the other moons and it's like Jupiter and Mars have layers where like, for example, we dig in the ground and we dig up dinosaurs. Is there a possibility to dig deep into, like, does Mars have any character? Like, Hello, Solid. I was literally typing, have you heard of terraforming? Checking the soundboard. On it, then on it, then on it, then on and on.
I kind of like other planets because I'm an astrophysicist.
Where would you most like to live?
There's no choice in the matter. It would have to be Mars.
There's no other option?
No, no.
Could there ever be?
You'd have to go to Venus and try to have it not be 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay?
900, so Venus is livable, but it's 900 degrees Fahrenheit. So do we know of anything that can live in extreme heat?
And I did the calculation. You can cook a 16-inch pizza on the windowsill in 3 seconds. Okay. So no, you don't. Mars has a 24-hour day, approximately. It's tipped on its axis. It has polar ice caps. It goes through seasons. We think there's a reservoir of water that was once there on the surface and now frozen as a permafrost. So if there's any planet that is terraformable, it would be Mars. Kind of like other planets.
Dude, pretty interesting, I gotta be honest. What's up, Ryan? We're just talking about life.
Now that we found oxygen in Venus's atmosphere, it might be time to consider if it's the better planet to...
Oxygen in Venus's atmosphere. So we're finding oxygen in places that we didn't even know could create oxygen?
Colonize. It's very possible that our solar system used to have 3 habitable planets: Earth, Mars, and Venus. And a lot of the conversation recently has been about getting humans to and colonizing Mars. But here's the problem. Mars has about half the gravity than Earth, no atmosphere, solar storms, crazy high levels of radiation, and it's freezing cold, which isn't really a comfortable place for anyone to live. On top of that, it will take astronauts about 7 months to get there, which experts have warned will probably...
It's not very long at all.
...cause them severe psychological stress. But Venus...
Alright, hold on.
On top of that, it will take astronauts about 7 months to get there, which experts...
I mean, alright, let's be honest. For me, saying, oh, 7 months, that's not bad. It's easy for me to say it on the outside, right? Remember, always challenge your thoughts. It's easy for me to say it on the outside. Imagine you're actually like, this is my life. There's no turning back. 7 months of like thinking about there's no turning back. This is it. That could cause, yeah, it could.
Experts have warned will probably cause them severe psychological stress. But
well, of course, like that's so broad. Will it be, okay, was it severe psychological stress over a long period of time? Is it severe psychological stress over like in one day? Like, oh God, I felt it, but I'm done with it. Like, yes, this is going to happen regardless. I mean, I guess that's the easy answer, is it will cause this regardless. It's interesting.
But Venus is a lot closer, and while its surface might just be about as hellish as you could possibly imagine, that's not where we should be looking. About 50 kilometers up from its surface, Venus has an airspace with similar gravity, pressure, and solar radiation to Earth, with an average temperature that ranges from 30 to 50 degrees Celsius. Now, the catch here is that we would have to live in floating cities that stayed within that airspace, but it is
fire.
Actually pretty feasible, which is why NASA released their habitat concept in 2015, which would be a 30-day manned mission floating through Venus's atmosphere. So while you or I probably won't ever be living in the skies of Venus, our grandchildren just might be. Now that we've found...
See, this is interesting concepts I like hearing about, bro. Terraforming Venus.
Terraform Venus and turn it into Earth's true twin. All right, let's terraform.
Why are we skipping? Why did? So you're telling me Elon Musk wasn't like, he just like straight went to Mars? He didn't even think like, oh, maybe Venus, you know? Maybe we live in cities in the sky. I don't know, you know, just.
First, we need to fix.
Of course,
the
he probably thought of that,
dropping
right?
it to
He had
one
to.
atmosphere. Now the big problem: Venus is overloaded.
This is the most like easily accept. Well, he's trying to land on the planet. How could we could theoretically live in cities in the sky, but how are you going to build a city in the sky, right? So obviously that's why I would, well, not obviously, that's why I would assume Elon Musk would go with Mars.
With carbon dioxide, so let's bring it to 0.004%.
All right, what are we watching here? All right, shout out to terraforming other planets. This is tasty, but I can't do that. So I gotta send a word that has a T and an N. With the T at the beginning, I could go like train. That would give me T and N. Train would give me T and N. Let's make it 2,000. Sheffy 100, such a cool concept. What did Sheffy say? My bad, I'm gonna catch back up, sorry. Thanks, we could make Mars livable fairly quickly if we wanted it bad enough. Dude's a goober, so it's easy to clip farm. If we felt like it, then yeah. Onions have layers. Onions have layers. I like onions. If you cook an onion with some butter and a little bit of oil and they get like caramelized. Dude, I love that. Much like, dude, I'm so far behind. Sorry, I'm catching up right now. Watch this. Catching up right now. Much like an ogre. Theory. Almost Jinx. Theroy. T-Pain. I get the P. Oh, can you use T-Pain as one? Hold on. I know, right, Chevy? Hello? A 23-year-old will be the first one on Mars and will not return to Earth. A 23-year-old will be the first person on Mars and will not return to Earth? I think the first person on Mars is likely going to be somebody very elderly, because like if the things go wrong, you know, like let's say like worst case scenario, right? They get halfway there and things go wrong. I doubt they would want somebody like, you know, younger to do that. They're going to send anybody who's willing to go, right? It doesn't matter if you're 30, 20, probably matters, but like you could be like 20 to maybe like 60, depending on your health and your health or whatever, 70, whatever. I would assume they would send somebody older in case things don't go appropriate. Like, I don't really know though. It's such a unique case. They probably do just send whoever. I'm sure they send like a younger, a middle, and an old, right? But like, let's say they send like 30 people. I would assume most of them would be maybe older. Shout out to Ben. That's a fun way to think though. Butters, can you get 3 of your accounts in the top 3, LO? And now it's no longer a word. Kiroy? Perfect. Actually, I could take over. I think a special account will get 2nd place. I'm not gonna make it easy. Second. Pingus? Hold on, this is one of the greatest draft videos of all time. Tingus Pingus? What do you know about Tingus Pingus? Be honest. Hold on, this is vote in the poll. Tingus or Pingus? Vote in the poll.
What did they do? Who the fuck?
This is one of my favorite videos of all time, I gotta be honest. Vote in the poll!
What did they do? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid. You stupid motherfuckers, you.
Hold on.
What did they do? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid.
I never heard of freaking Latvia. The frick is Tingus Pingus, bro? T-Pain! That's just rude, bro. The fact that they don't allow T-Pain just pisses me off. Sheffy? It's happening? Remember those people boring left up there? Remember those people bowing left up there? I don't think anybody in particular got left anywhere. Sheffy, yeah, they were there for 8 months. I don't know if they got left up there or plans didn't go as planned. Imagine they're just like, nope, you're stuck in space forever. Pants or something? Pants works. Ooh, pants is way better. No, it doesn't give me the T at the beginning. I need the T at the beginning. Wait, no, I don't. Nasty. I mean, I kind of do, because I don't know if it's going to go at the beginning or the end. T-N. Tank, I would sue. Oh, tanks could work. T-A-N-K. Work. Latvia! Hey, how are you doing? Have a good night, bro. How are you doing, bro? Have a good... Yeah, what's up, Christopher Charles? What's up, bro? Thanks for coming. I love onions. You were the last person to get 75 XP. Hey, he shouted my species. Yum, yum, yum. He's gonna do it, y'all? Yes, look it up. I sent you something in Vibe and Dish Chat on the Discord. All right, let's see. Let's see what Ben sent in the Discord. 23-year-old is gonna make it. All right, let me see. That's not what. 1 second. Copy link. Keep sending me to Google. 1 second. It is a Google thing. 23-year-old going to Mars. That's what it is. Is it actually? Hold on, let's look this up. Okay, let me Google it or YouTube it, because I'm pretty sure there'll be like a little explanation. 23-year-old going to Mars. Here it is.
In 2030, this girl named Alyssa Carson is going to go to Mars, but she can never return to Earth. Because NASA's Mars mission has a system to go from Earth to Mars, but not return. Still, why does Alyssa want to go to Mars after knowing this? In fact, when Alyssa Carson was 3 years old, her father told her that, someday, Alyssa would have to fulfill her dream of going to Mars.
At 3 years old?
Herself was excited to go to Mars. Therefore...
Hold on. Or let's just listen to it at face value. I don't want to like nitpick it. This is actually really cool. This is really cool. Yo, Ben, thank you. This was so cool to me. Hold on, I did not hear about this. This is a girl, like, what?
If you're ever feeling sad, just remember that Mars is always there for you, smiling. This is the Martian crater named Gale that is more commonly referred to as the happy face crater. And I think it's pretty cute. If you're
Bro, that was all you. All right, man. That was it. All right, buddy. What's her name? Alyssa Carson. I should probably just look her up. Alyssa Carson.
Seeing another woman that decided at a young age, fought hard, worked hard to make that dream into reality.
This is so cool to me. I gotta be honest. This is so cool to me.
Purely inspired me to think, okay, it doesn't matter when I decided I wanted to do this. I can continue to put in the hard work. And one day
at 3? All right, buddy. Hey, I'm bad. Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just joking around. Just joking.
They make it a reality. Seeing another.
Meet Alyssa Carson. The first person.
I want to hear her talk about why. A TED Talk. Ooh, 5 years ago? Yeah, she's, man, wow, that's impressive. 5 years ago at 18, probably?
I decided to become an asshole
Hold on, she says at 3 years old?
At the age of 3 years old.
All right, buddy. All right. At 3. What's my most deepest thought I can consider? What's your deepest thought that you can think of? Wait, apparently my YouTube chat is gone. What happened? Once a chat broadcast has been created, you're live. Is my stream live? I don't know what's going on. What happened to my chat? Let's see. View. Dude, the government was listening to it. I'm just playing. Chat. Tingus Pingus. Tingus Pingus! Wait, why did we get 19 votes? Shout out Butters for the Pingus. I'm watching. Okay, my bad, my bad. I didn't. Something like tweaked out. Dude, Butters is blowing me up. Shout out Butters.
I decided to become an astronaut and go to Mars.
Should we watch this? Be honest. Watch this, yay or nay. I kind of want to. Let's watch this. All right, I'm sorry. Let's watch it, bro.
At 18, I am now certified for research missions in suborbital space.
At 3 years old, she wanted to become an astronaut. At 18, she became certified and actually legit.
How is that possible, you might ask? Well,
I'm asking.
Changed the paradigm. A simple cartoon show that I watched when I was 3 years old.
So this is what... The Backyardigans? Yo, this is crazy. Yo, this is crazy.
Sparked an idea that I never lost track of. And ever since that moment, I have dedicated my life...
Okay, you know how I was prejudging and saying at 3, etc. That's a very believable... Like, yeah, that's very believable. When you're a kid, you could see this and be like, I want to go to the moon, right? That could be like a legit thing. And like her parents probably being open-minded, you can do that if you want to. Like, and that's how it started, through good faith, not through bad faith, right? Through good faith. Like,
sparked an idea that I never lost track of. And ever since that moment, I have dedicated my life to training, learning, teaching, and I am taking all the necessary steps required in order to make this dream a reality.
this is legit. Yo, Ben, shout out. This is so cool to me. This is crazy. Let me see. Put pants. You need a P. Ooh, pants. You're right. Oh, but I need a T to go at the beginning. I guess I don't need I don't need it to go at the beginning. I just know it's going to be there. I know it's going to be a yellow, right? And it's going to go here, but then we're going to have to go tasty at the, you know, it's just like we should do it now.
At 12 years old, I was selected for a NASA MER-10 panel. And this was to discuss future missions to Mars in the 2030s.
What? Hold on. Say this again.
At 12 years old, I was selected for a dream, a reality.
What year?
At 12 years old, I was selected for a NASA MER-10 panel. And this was to discuss future missions to Mars in the 2030s.
So at 12 years old, she was in a room full of people talking about, let's send people to Mars. Why is a 12-year-old in that room? I mean, there could be some logical explanation. It's interesting to me, though. She was selected at 12. Interesting.
The other panelists, as you see, were PhDs.
She's about to explain it, apparently. So these were the other people?
And an astronaut and my little 12-year-old self. But it was great for them to want to hear from me, the journey I had been on, my dream to go to Mars.
Maybe she's already been on some massive journey.
And how
by 12 already. I wouldn't doubt her because she's 12. Listen, you can like accomplish a lot of stuff by that time, so.
Doing that. Over the course of the next years, I started working on my advanced scuba certification. This was Project Pop.
Okay, this is the introduction. Let's just see like what the end goal is.
Passion is only the first step. Because more
the sacrifice. Listen to the sacrifice she's gonna have to make, like of not ever returning. That's very interesting. Bro, I forgot I can use my accounts to choose whatever I want. That's true. Latvia. Good night, bro. Yo, good night, Christopher Charles. Thanks for coming, bro. I'm dead. Pingus. The Key and Peele College Football intros get me everything. What's up, Aaron? Dude, I was about to look up the Key and Peele skit, but let me lock in. Let me lock in. 1 second. They were supposed to be on the station for like 2 weeks and got stranded up there for 8 months. Yeah, I don't know how. That's like mission complete failure. Why tanks need a P? Well, I want the T at the beginning. That's the T at the beginning is okay. Let me just break it down so I don't. Let's say we go nasty, or let's say T goes like we put T here, right? We're still gonna have to, regardless at the end of the day, if it's tasty, we're gonna have to find out T goes right here. So we need a word to start, because what if we go pasty, jasty, casty? Then we're still gonna have to figure out the T goes at the beginning. So that's why. My bad, not this. Butter's Army, for real though.
Now to one day achieve your dreams. 2.
That's my avatar in Discord, the Crater. The Crater? The Crater were what? Let's see, George Orwell. Are you online right now? You must have just changed your name recently. Unless you changed it to Solid. Solid Tank, you did. Of the smiley face? Yo, that's pretty fire, I gotta be honest. Wait, was it always this, or did you just change it now? Because I like this a lot. Pretty funny.
Sacrifice.
All right, this is important to me. Let me like lock in and listen. I'm gonna listen to this, but I'll be right back for like 1 minute. This is what I really want to hear. It's gonna be very interesting. She's gonna explain the sacrifice of actually going to Mars and never coming back. This is so interesting to me. Yo, shout out Ben. Thank you for this so much. This is so interesting to me. I'll be right back.
As part of my training, I have learned that with the hard work comes some sacrifice. Many of the opportunities and trainings that I have done along the way has been during the school
Let me just do this,
week,
sorry.
during different fun activities, things such as video games or attending an event may sound a lot more.
No, and this, man, this is so impressive, and like, this is so honorable of her, because like going out, enjoying a social life, having friends, gaming, party, exactly what she's explaining is so important to like the development of the human brain, because like you realize like friendships, relationships, being honest, being truthful, don't be mean all the time, you don't have to be tough all the time, right? Like it teaches you a lot of stuff. Hold on, this is very interesting to me. Sorry.
As part of
Be right
my
back.
training, I have learned that with the hard work comes some sacrifice. Many of the opportunities and trainings that I have done along the way has been during the school week, during different fun activities, things such as video games or attending an event may sound a lot more appealing. And with any job, the play is always going to sound more interesting than the work. But when talking about our dreams, it's always important to stick with it. And it's also important in finding that right balance of when to buckle down, put in the hard work, and when to have that time of relax and enjoy your free time. This balance is essential in following after your dream, and there will be sacrifices along the way. The sacrifices that I have done have brought my dream closer to me, and without them, who knows, my dream could have faded away. So are you willing to put in those sacrifices to eventually obtain your dreams and your goals? 3 is never give up. I wonder sometimes what was going through my little brain when I was 3, when I was thinking that becoming an astronaut was exactly what I was going to do. Choosing the career option of becoming an astronaut and the goal of going to Mars was the absolute craziest career option I could have ever picked.
This is so insane. This is so insane to me.
Down by this, I was not discouraged because of the hard work I put in, the support from family and everyone around me, and never giving up.
Give me 1 minute, I'll turn on my
I am
face.
where
Yeah.
I am today. So it's important because now the mission to Mars is becoming more and more of a reality. So with your dream, no matter how crazy it might sound in the moment or how far-fetched it might be, if you continue and never give up on it, it's possible that it could become a reality. And this idea of changing the paradigm is to make jobs that appear...
Silva, you can be the other person to go to Mars? Yo, Ben! You want me to go to Mars, Ben? Be honest.
...possible within our reach if we want them bad enough.
Shout out my boy Pingus.
Ambati is an American ophthalmologist, educator.
Yo, what's up, Brian
and
Rogers? Sorry, I'm so far
He
behind.
was claimed as...
Hey guys, I'm new. Yo, what's up, bro? Sorry, I'm behind. We're watching this video about Mars real quick. This is a 23-year-old. This is a 3-year-old, actually. Reverse it. This is a 3-year-old. Wait, I probably shouldn't be saying 3 and bopping it. Thankfully, that was not on cam. This is a 3-year-old that wanted to go to Mars. And she has literally not got off the path. She stayed on track the entire time. She's legit. This is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even trolling.
As the youngest doctor when he was only 17. Allah Ambadi is...
Kids changing the paradigm. I like this a lot.
Than bad enough.
Because, you know, if I had somebody that believed in me, listened to me, and like gave me gave me a platform at the age of 12, 13, no joke, I'm one of these people. Not really. That's kind of arrogant and cocky, but...
Ambadi is an American ophthalmologist, educator, and researcher. He was claimed as the youngest doctor when he was only 17 years old.
People in the backyardigans always shit themselves when they found out. That's so funny. You're so welcome. Thank you, Ben. How did I go down? Yo, Butters, I have no idea how it works. I gotta be honest. Mike is apparently #1 now. I have no idea how it works. You're so welcome. Thank you, Ben. Brian Rogers said hi. What's up, bro? We just do a little bit of yapping here about life. Stealing is a crime. I can prove it was you. True. You stole from them. Actually, Sheffy's #1. Shout out Sheffy. What are you guys talking about right now? We are talking about, this is a 23-year-old that, yeah, is going to go to Mars. It's so interesting.
Is claimed as the youngest person to pilot a Russian MiG-29 fighter
Need to
jet,
pee, though. Didn't
which
ask
was 11
why it
years
needs to be
old.
first. True.
Yeah, pretty intense. She was also the youngest to break the sound barrier.
Still need to see if there's a P or
Finally,
not.
Jamie
True.
Edwards,
We could probably
at
send a couple
13,
words.
Became the youngest fusioneer, meaning he never stopped.
Shout out to this girl. Wow, that's one of the most impressive things I've ever seen, to be honest. Let's see if there's like another little couple shorts about her real quick.
Seeing another woman that...
This is the one we watched, I believe.
Meet Alyssa Carson, the first person set to journey to Mars.
No, I guess there's not. Yo, she needs a lot more attention. Cause like this is truly incredible.
In 2030, this girl named Alyssa Carson
One more
is
time.
going to go to Mars, but she can never return to Earth. Because NASA's Mars mission has a system to go from Earth to Mars, but not return. Still, why does Alyssa want to go to Mars after knowing this? In fact, when Alyssa Carson was 3 years old, her father told her that, someday, Alyssa would have to fulfill her dream of going to Mars.
You need to catch up, my
And
bad.
Alyssa
Yeah, I
herself
just
was
seen.
excited to-
I was reading what Brian Rogers said, right? And all of a sudden it just got evaporated. I'm like, what happened? Why did it was like something normal? Solid Tank, or like it was something normal that Solid Tank had deleted. I was like, that's interesting. All he asked was like, why did you get that crown? I was like, that must have been an accident. And then the next one disappeared. The next one, yo, Butters, chill. Yo, what's up, Don?
To go to Mars.
That was
Therefore,
definitely Butters trolling us. Brian Rogers is definitely Butters. Shout out Butters.
Since Alyssa was 15 years old, she started preparing herself to go to space. And Alyssa started eating the food.
She's 3-year-old, guys. I spaced out. Oh, dumb. Never mind. May the 4th be with y'all. Shout out. Looked at the day before I asked. Don't mind me. LOL. Dude, how am I so far behind? Catching up now. Even though I said that a minute ago. It's a new XP system that receipts every day for fun. Yes, it was always that. Y'all still down for tomorrow? D&D. Tomorrow as in Saturday? Tomorrow as in Friday? Tomorrow as in today right now? I looked at the day before I asked. Don't mind me. Like the 5th tomorrow.
If this,
Interesting, buddy.
In 20...
if this,
Interesting. Print. Oh, never mind. T first. It's okay. We can probably just send print with. It doesn't have to be a T first, but I think it's gonna be like. She's 3-year-old. I didn't even mean that. It's all good. It's all good. I will go with you. We'll be best friends going to Mars. Yo, Ben, you would go to Mars with me, bro? Be honest. I hope she was up there for a long time. You're talking about Sheffy. You hope she's up there like at Mars for a long time? Hold on. Now that I think about it, when she gets to Mars, what is she gonna do? Hold on. No shade, no shade. Man, I hope her mission is a success and she stays out there forever. Yo, that's kind of scary to think about. Bro. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I'm number one, so that means I'm right. Yes, I would. Mike deserves it. Okay, I'm locked in. I assumed it was Butters also. It was Butters' cat. Hey, I'm Brian. That is 1000% Butters. I remember that account. All right, lock in. Wait, but listen to me. What is she gonna do when she gets to Mars? Wait, what? Has anybody asked her that? Hold on, be honest. Has anybody asked her that? Like, I know I'm kind of being funny right now, but also being serious. Has anybody asked her, hey, what are you gonna do when you get to Mars? That's a, I mean, yeah, I should be, yeah, I don't actually know what are we gonna do on Mars?
What are you planning on doing to make it habitable?
Well, at first, you would have to have a life support system because Mars has a low density atmosphere.
She'll clean it for us? I mean, I'm gonna take that as like kindly as possible and just like or purely as possible. And that's true. I mean, maybe she makes it a little nicer for us.
They're only about 1% the density of Earth.
Planning on doing.
Maybe she makes a good clean. You know how like we go in the jungle and we clean it up so we can live there? Maybe she's gonna go clean it up for us.
Habitable.
Well, at first, you would have to have a life support system because Mars has a low density atmosphere, only about 1% the density of Earth, and it's primarily CO2. Now, over time, you can terraform Mars. Terraform means make it like Earth, essentially. If you warm Mars up, there's a bunch of frozen CO2 that will evaporate, densify the atmosphere, and you'd actually want kind of global warming on Mars. Mars is about 50% further away from the sun than the Earth, so it gets about less than half the solar energy that Earth does. It appears highly likely that Mars had liquid oceans. Mars is covered in ice. And now the ice is then covered in dust, mostly except at the poles. In fact, I believe if Mars was warmed up, you'd have an ocean about a mile deep on 40% of the planet. So it's quite a lot of water.
Very
If we left
interesting.
right now, it would take us 9 months to get to Mars.
No, you can't leave right now. You have to leave when Mars and Earth are properly aligned. If you see Mars...
Let me see. Feels like they're grooming her for horrors, to be honest. You know, Mike, that's the thing, Mike. You want to take everything at face value and try to be pure as possible. Because do you want to always think that everybody has ill intentions? Like, do you want to live a life where you think everybody has ill intentions? Or do you want to live a life where you think, most people are good-hearted people, and sometimes they might lie, and some people might lie, right? So my initial thought, you know how I was gonna say earlier what I thought about it when I was like 3, that was my initial thought, right? Like, did her dad groom her and put this thought in her head? You know, I don't want to like be saying that, right? But then I was like, no, let me be fair and respectful, and you never know. And then when she brought up the backyard against space like thing, it adds up to me. Like, I don't want to like be negative, but like I actually explained it earlier. Maybe she's seen this and she said, you know, Dad, I want to go to Mars. And, you know, maybe her dad at the time was open-minded and he said, you can. Because, for example, I tell my niece, you can be president. There's never been a woman president ever. But I tell my niece that. She can. If she believes it and she, you know. So that's what I tell my nephew. Like, bro, you can be a professor. You can do these things in life. So, like, as long as you keep their mind open. Now, maybe there was a little nefarious, like her dad was like, oh, that's cool. And like, I would love for it. And like, maybe he like enabled it a little bit. I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with that, et cetera, et cetera. If that's what she wanted to do. But like, you know, I try to be an optimist, but also a realist. I fall somewhere in the line between an optimist and a realist. Mostly a realist with optimism on the tip. On the tip of my optimism. Sorry.
Sky and you start traveling to it. No, you have to travel to where Mars will be when you get there. So it's a matching of trajectories that matters here. what we call the minimum energy trajectory. So it's one where you burn your engines and then you shut them off, then you coast to Mars until Mars pulls you into its gravitational influence.
This is so cool to me. All right, last video, and then I'm gonna turn my camera on. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
If we left right now, it
Not this. This guy.
What advances are needed for humans to be able to colonize another planet like Mars?
Perfect.
And will it involve terraforming?
So the answer is that no technological advances are required for us to go and colonize Mars. To visit Mars first and then colonize it. We have the technology now. Mars is the only planet we'll colonize beyond Earth, but it's an easy planet to colonize. It's got water in abundance below the surface, we're sure, or frozen in the ice caps. It's got all the minerals that we need to build a civilization. We have the technology to go and extract the water and turn the water into oxygen and hydrogen for us to breathe and to make rocket fuel and electricity, all the things we need. There's lots of iron there, all the stuff you need to build a civilization. Well, it's actually the only planet other than the Earth that we will ever colonize, I think it's fair to say. If you think about it, Mercury's too hot, Venus is really too hot, and the rest of them are made of gas. So anyone of your generation could walk on the surface of Mars.
What
Wait. Hold on, I caught something weird at the end. Let me turn this camera on. I caught something at the end there.
Is too hot. Venus is really too hot, and the rest of them are made of gas.
And the rest of them are made of gas. So you're telling me these planets that we know, they're just fully gas? Or can we not see through the gas to the solidness of their to their solid core? Like, can we just see through it? That's why we know it's gas and it's hollow? Why is it gas? I just realized this. The planets are gas and not rocks also?
So anyone of your generation could walk on the surface of Mars.
Life is interesting. Life is cool and
With
interesting.
the actual size of Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, then that would be the actual size of the sun. By the way, on this scale, Pluto would be the size of a plum. I'm just saying, if this were the actual...
That was all right. Lock in, buddy. Wow, shout out Alyssa. What's her name? Sorry. Give her some respect. Shout out to Alyssa Carson from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Very interesting. Not where you would think a brilliant scientist would come from. Oh, Sheffy made me think of something really smart, or not smart, but really thoughtful. Let me lock in. Sorry. Solid said, who has seen the movie The Martian? The movie The Martian. Awesome movie. The Martian. I need a movie to watch tonight. Should I watch this? These two dudes are goated actors. I'm watching The Martian tonight. Say less, family. I saw Mutant Cockroach. Shout out Fallout 3. MIT recreated the potato farm and said it's possible to grow potatoes on Mars. That's what you made me think of, Sheffy. You're smart and intelligent. Thank you. Capping. Not capping? I don't know. Anyways, So what she's going to do when she flies out there, she's going to set up the foundations of, like, stuff like that, right? She's going to, like, literally, she's going to clean it up and, like, plant, like, and literally start life. She's literally, wow, dude, what? Hold on. This just, like, blew my mind. Because we ask ourselves, like, who was the first planet on Earth? Who was the first person on Earth, right? She's gonna be the first person on Earth, on Mars, bro. The first person on Mars. Ah! That is so interesting to me. She's gonna be the first person on Mars. That's awesome. Mars fries are back on the menu, boys. Yo, I'm gonna tell her to put the fries in the Martian bag, bro. Yo, I just made the first Mars meme joke. I just made the first Mars joke. Put the fries in the bag. I don't know. In Mars, I don't know. No, I don't. That is unsafe. 3. That was my immediate thought, Olo. We were all sending babies to Mars now. And then he took advantage and groomed her. No, we have Mars at home. Brother, Mars is a mile away from me. Ew, just a little walk. You're gonna be my famous space baby. I send children willingly up to Mars. What does he do when the cam's off? It's a great question. Letters, you mean to tell me you're gonna walk your phone tablet, mom's phone friend, smartwatch, and the dark's phone to Mars? He's gonna bring it on the rocket ship, buddy. Don't forget the cats. All right, relax, buddy. Who's lurking here? It's gas because it's gas. They didn't survive on Mars after all. Okay, just keep it real. There are no planned missions to Mars. This is just her dream. Is that true? Let's keep it real. Okay, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Sorry, that was kind of crazy. My bad. Are there any planned missions to Mars? You're right. When's the early? You're right. Wait, but wasn't Elon saying? Is this what Elon? This is probably it all adds up. Because, you know, Elon was saying by 2030, or he was saying like in the next 5 years, we're going to have somebody on Mars. Is he really talking about her? I think he's genuinely talking about her. Like, and the math is adding up a little bit. She's probably hyped. You get there and just tell her, put the fries in the bag. That's what I'm saying, Sheffy. That would be the first IRL word she hears in like years. He always says that. He always says what? What do I say? My bad. All right, what was I supposed to be looking up? I forgot. Freak. No, I forgot, bro. What was I looking up? Mars fries are back on the menu. Potato farm. She will hang out with me and you and Silva, and we will have a great time at Mars. Yo, Ben, no way Ben's down for Mars. Yo. Okay, hear me out. Oh, snap, don't do that. Hear me out. If they gave you the opportunity right now to go to Mars, no return, but, oh man, I don't know. That's kind of a bad one. That's tough, bro. That's scary to think about. Oh, that's probably not a good one. I was gonna say like they give your family a bunch of money or whatever, but like that's not. It's kind of pointless. It doesn't really help you, you know. So then you're kind of just screwed. It's kind of scary. All right, watch this. Because when you know, you know. When you don't know, sometimes you just don't know. Is that a word? I don't know. But I need to pee. Hold on. Wait, my bad. There's an H. I could use hasty also, right? So it'd be H. Paths. Tath. TPHN. TPH. If I can get 4 letters in here, then I don't have to use the T at the beginning. Like I can use anything now. If I can get these 4 letters in here, TPHN, I can use any vowel also. Wait. Interesting. Five years, 5 more years. Oh, Elon Musk, 5 years. When I remember him saying, like, I mean, I would assume it's just very hard to like gauge. How would you even gauge that, right? I think it's interesting that we have people wanting to do that, right? Because what else are we doing with life? We're all just kind of sitting here doing nothing, right? So man, but like even rich people, like they just sit there and do nothing. Everybody just wants to make money and do. What do we do with life? What's like once we get bored with all the money and all that? What do you do after that? So I am grateful that Elon Musk, even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff he's been doing and recently, very grateful that we have like people like him that are literally they're making like what you believe is not even true, like a possible reality, you know? What I believe is not true. How could we even go to another planet? That doesn't even seem true, right? He's making it almost a reality. He's boofing K and X. He doesn't know what's going on. True, he's just like the face of it. Bing Bong Musk. I have like 3 family members that count on me, so for that reason, I'm out. I respect that. See, that's the thing, like, but also, like, what if they said they'd give your family a lot of money? But if I didn't, I would 100% go. Ooh. What if they said they'd give your family a lot of money? At the end of the day, money isn't, you know, I guess it doesn't mean all that much. I've been messing with Google Gemini. I'm making AI vids right now of this dude. AI vids of me? As a space dork, for all Elon's faults, SpaceX completely dominates the launch industry. That too, bro. Like, he made I don't know, not him. Whatever. SpaceX has made rockets that have went back up and like land. And that is incredible. They launched more than every other company and country combined. No, they're goats for that. They're goats. And see, that's the thing that I appreciate. That's the thing, like, you have to appreciate somebody on one side and while you disagree with them for the other. Like, for example, we're not, me and you and all of us are not all gonna agree on the same things, right? But how are you able to put those differences aside? I know it sounds basic, but like most people cannot put even the smallest of differences aside. So like, for example, you disagree with something that I would say, or you, like, let's say I'm watching a big streamer and there's like, oh, I don't agree with that. And then you don't watch them no more. It's like, but this has happened to me and like my thoughts and other areas, right? And it's like, bro, I can't be weak-minded like that. That's how I see myself. It does, but that's not because of Elon. He hired a great team. Well, that too, you have to say he hired a great team, right? Where would it all begin? Like, well, imagine he just didn't invest his money. Imagine there's like a billion billionaires that don't invest their money, right? They like take control of the earth. They're like rotting the planet. Sure, Elon does that too, but he's also doing this, you know, that I do appreciate. Let's see. I have a song I think you would enjoy. The Sea by More Chiba. Yo, tomorrow my mic is gonna sound way different. I swear, I listened to it like afterwards, and I swear I made my voice sound worse. You know how most people make their voice sound better? Like they like distort it and upgrade all the bass and all that. Somehow I made mine worse. So expect like, because I have like a bunch of filters on it and I didn't really set it up right. A 15-year-old song is insane. 15 years ago. 15 years ago was only 2010. Years ago was 2010. Ay. Oh wait, oops. Yeah. You just made me think of something, Solid Tank. Even though I don't know how. This is how my brain works because of time. We age. Why do we age? Because our bodies degrade. I guess because like, you know how you said like, time is relative, right? Like if we like went and traveled in space, because people lived on Earth, and if we traveled in space for 5 years, the people on Earth would be like 50 years older or something, right? I don't know. How do we get into a constant state of traveling where we slow the aging process down to thousands of years? Maybe that's the future. We're in a constant state of slowing our age down. Or do we just put our minds in robots? Dude, there's so many different ways to go. And works him to the bone. Check autistic art. Hold on, this is kind of scary. You're telling me this is AI?
Yes, we got it. Whoa, what's happening? Woohoo! Yes, we got it. Whoa, what's happening? Woohoo!
This is scary.
Yes, let's go. We got it.
It tried to like jump on the chair, yo. You're almost getting it. I see it. This was the first one. Playing Wordle. This is crazy. Playing Wordle. Getting it correct in Wordle and then moving the chair and jumping on it. But he just didn't know how to jump on it. This is so scary to me. Yo, Sheffy, what? This is what I'm saying. Am I AI, right? Am I AI? Are you AI? Are you AI?
Yes, we got it.
Yes, we got it.
Whoa, what's happening?
What's happening?
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Scary,
yes,
bro.
We got it. Whoa, what's happening? Woohoo!
What if these people were living in a reality, bro? And after Chevy's done playing with them, what? They're just go on about their day. Not really, like, but kinda.
Yes, we got it. Whoa, what's happening? Yes, we got
Ooh,
it.
Sheffy. I had a feeling you might like it, Solid. Shout out Mike. You need a good audio mixer. And Mike. Yeah, I do need that. And a pub filter. I have one of those, but I didn't feel like it'd be worth it to put it on. I listened to the difference between the filter and the other one, and it might help a little bit, but it's kind of like in the way a lot. It's from 1998, I think. That's just when it was uploaded on YouTube. Oh, wow. Entropy? That one guy's trying to find out. Yes, isn't it funny how these billionaires like Elon and Bezos are building rockets? Almost got you right, except the white guy. Dude, that's scary, Sheffy. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, back to this real quick, because I don't want to lose this train of thought. Let's stay on this for like a minute. Yo, AI, like I talk about, or like I've been saying like recently. AI is scary, bro. What's the difference? What's the difference between when we get somebody to live in a Sims, right? It's funny and we think about, oh, it's just a game. But the concept on a mass scale. That was my fave. This is amazing. Another year and these AI vids will be nearly perfect. Dude, that's what, imagine what they looked like beforehand. They couldn't even get hands and stuff
what's
correct.
Happening? Woohoo!
That was loud, sorry. Boltzmann brains? Boltzmann? What if that's what we are? Yo, Solid. Is this me? But then is this me saying, is this me? But then is that you saying, is this me? Is that him? Ah! The prompt was, Silva won Wordle, said da, and served his chair. Hold on, I almost got that correct. Like, I literally, didn't I say that word for word, bar for bar, verbatim-ish? Not really. Verbatim means word for word, but that doesn't. I was like, if I had to guess, it was a guy winning Wordle. What was it? Guy winning Wordle and moving his chair and trying to, like, you know, jump on it. That's crazy, Sheffy. That's crazy. What is Boltzmann brains? Low entropy state of the universe. Entropy. You said that earlier. What is entropy? Sorry. I know atrophy is like the regeneration of ligaments or something. Entropy.
So, entropy is, we quantify it in physics, but in a spoken way, entropy is a way to measure how disordered a system is. So, let's take you have a
how disordered a system is. A system is an order of things, right? You do this, like a system, like a not an order technically. Actually, a system is like a things like that come together as one, right? But the disorder of it,
a rectangular box. In a spoken way, entropy is a way to measure how disordered a system is. So, let's take you have a rectangular box, and there's air inside the box, and I take all the air and shove it to one half the box. Okay, and the other
hold on, let me think.
And there's air inside the box, and I take all the air and shove it to one half the box. Okay, and the other set part of the box, there's nothing. Okay, that is more ordered than it would become if I remove the separator from the middle of that box. Because if I remove the separation, what would happen?
That all
the air would just rush all over the place, and all the molecules in the air would be like, right?
Yeah, it would just become evenly spread throughout. So
hold on, I almost had that.
Entropy is, we quantify it in physics, but in a spoken
so what is the
way, entropy is a way to measure how disordered a system is.
So the end goal is to find out how disordered it is. My brain didn't fully catch that. You gotta be honest. Let's see. What if that's what we are? I know, right? Don't care if anyone sees it, but I hope I can feed my whole film script into a video AI and get the movie out, and it actually isn't a total mess. Just for me and my bro to be able to watch it. Wait, what are you talking about, Solid Tank? You have a movie script? I don't care if anyone sees it, but I hope I can feed my whole film script into a video AI and get the movie out. What is your film script? Dude, I will act it out for you. I want to be an actor. Let's do this. Just for me and my bros be able to, me and my bro. Can I still call you on Discord after stream? Of course, Ben. How long? I've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. It depends. What time is it? It depends. I'm still going for a little bit longer, Ben, but I'll definitely call you after, bro. Thanks for being here. It really could work. I'd recommend GPT or Gemini, but it's still worth doing it IRL. Also, I can watch it. I would love to watch it too. Also, Gartic ? Chevy, definitely. It's kind of a Reservoir Dogs style movie. Reservoir Dogs. Excuse me. Didn't you recommend this? But with a couple of deadbeats instead of a whole team of robbers. You know what I was just thinking of earlier? So, my whole thing is I like being original and I don't like copying people and I love having my own thoughts, etc., right? But I seen a video earlier where this dude, it was just like a funny meme video, right? And I was like, I could do that so much better. And then I was scrolling the comments and somebody said, oh, it was like a funny video, something to do with talking into the microphone. I can't remember what it was. And they were like, yo, if he just talked into his headset, it would have been so much funnier. And I thought the same thing. And I'm like, I see videos all the time that are like super viral and they're like literal copies of the same video, but maybe just a little bit different. I'm like, man, maybe that's the, like, your ego where it's like, oh, I want to be original. Maybe you just kind of have to fall in line a little bit, harness the audience, and then go back to reality. Like, what I really, because I don't want to, like, copy videos, et cetera, right? If I have a funny video idea, I want to make that idea. I don't want to, like, copy. I don't want to see somebody's video and be like, ooh, I'm about to do that. But I don't think it's like necessarily such a bad thing anymore. I don't know. It's funny to be like, to copy it, right? Imitation of art is flattering, etc., etc. Oh no, I'm kind of just yapping. I want to start really making video. I really want to start making content, like for real. I really want to try. Dude, solid. I would love to see your movie, buddy. We can all watch it together. Me and my best friend since 5th grade wrote a script called Malasse back in 2012. So you're telling me you're sitting on a script from 2012? Hold on. Translate. Malaise.
Malaise.
Who?
Malaise.
Malaise. May a lady's nuts on your face. Sorry, that was my bad. Hell yeah, Tank. I'm a Tarantino guy. Me too, Chev. They're all so good. Oh yeah, we were talking about Tarantino. I think we looked up Tarantino movies. One night. Quentin Tarantino. How do you spell? Quentin Tarantino. There it is. What is a discography? Let's just go movies. This dude's a goat. I'd write myself into drinking tequila off of Selma Hayek's foot while she's doing burlesque with a snake. Yo, he did that. He's a goat for that, I gotta be honest. You know what? Also, like, he's made some really funny movies. Like, this is such a banger comedy. Yeah, I told you about the Hateful Eight. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction. Dude, I really want to create a script. I really want to make movies, but I think creating content is very cool too. Original ideas. Very hard to create. Jack Brown gets no love and it's also amazing. Jack Brown? Jack Brown, Louisiana, shout out. Jackie Brown? Kill Bill 3 is supposed to be filming right now. Dude. There's like, so Kill Bill 1 and 2, I wanted to watch that. Hold on, what was the Quentin Tarantino movies? Did I log out? Anyways, whatever. There was like two. Oh, Hostel. I want to rewatch Hostel. God, that scared me so bad when I was, not scared me, but like, because it's not scary, just the thought of actually going out and be kidnapped. Like, that's actually a real thing that could happen to you if you did that, you know? So that got me. All right, what is this, bro? I know there's a TPHN word that we could do. There's something here. Oh. Faint. Font. Pinocchio. Jackie Brown? That's what it was, Jackie Brown. Hey, Sobo, I'll tell you more about Mars when you call me after stream. Bet. I think it's got Zendaya. Zendaya or Daya? Zendaya? Jackie Brown has some of the best humor. Does it actually, bro? I love a movie that with a good humor. 4K Ultra HD 2 days ago?
Okay. Tonight we're going...
I thought it was going to be like the free movie. So you're telling me, all right. Do I watch this or The Martian? Jackie Brown or The Martian tonight? I love a long movie. I do love a long movie. 2 hours and 31 minutes, that's good. That's some good stuff right there. I also started watching Demon Slayer. Who's watched Demon Slayer? Martian and Jackie Brown. Both y'all go opposite. Okay, buddy. I could go phone right here and I get no T either way, which is really bad. Mike says, "LO translate." You heard that? My bad, Mike. Anytime I can't pronounce something, I feel like going to translate is the go-to. LO, yes. Inusk is my spirit animal. I'll watch both of them, bro. I've been on such a terrible sleep schedule. I could watch both of them, bro. Silva, hotel on Mars, coming on Mars in 2030. By Silva. Yo, Ben, you think I can build a hotel on Mars? What's going on with Wordle? I don't know, bro. I'm trying. I think I'm just gonna send. Watch this, bro. It gives me PNT. Isn't that the only one? Oh, I have H also. I don't think I have to use the P as much. So what was it? T-N. Tasty, nasty, pasty, hasty, TNH. M and P maybe? Can I get any of these 4 letters? I know I can do think, THA and K, and get these. Can I go TH thomp, 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 and I get 4. Hypno, HY. Ooh, HYNP, H. That'd give me the HN and the P. That's 3. Thump. Thump, yeah, would work actually. I didn't know if thomp would work. Thump is the way. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's send thump. Let's send it. Watch this. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. It's tasty. Right? Oops.
Hi.
Hi. It's tasty, right? Tasky, Tasky? Question mark? Tacky. Nasty. Should have said pants. If I send pants, PANTS. So if I send pants, right, it could be hasty. It could be tasty. It could be wasty. If that's a word, I'm not sure. Basty, I'm not sure if those are even words. I don't know. The reason we send T is because we know it's already gonna be T at the beginning. Gotta be tasty, bro. I think thump was good. Yeah. Honestly, I was just like taking too long. I was scared though, because like if we don't send that right, that is an easy loss. That's like a very easy loss. All right, my bad. Been yapping for 2 hours. I think that was the second Wordle we've done. Probably be a shorter stream tonight though. I do want to get off stream. Not get off. I want to talk to Ben. You know, be there for my boy. Thank y'all for hanging out though. Very grateful for y'all. It's tasty. Yeah, tasty. A little space. Oh yeah, bro. Wait. Somebody said a word stare. Was that you? Was that you, Mike? That said, can we use stare? Somebody said, can we use stare as the next word? And I had already sent audio. Who asked that? See, that was like an hour and a half ago when somebody said, can you use stare as the next word? And I still remember that from that. It was, I meant it for the last game, but yeah. Oh, so you meant it for at that time. Interesting. Space? All right, well, if you meant it for at that time, let's go space, because space is my favorite thing in the world. And Sheffy wants space. Ah! Wait, that was goated, Sheffy. Hold on, this could be a tour. Blank A, blank CE. This is a tour. Farce. Fire, that was fire. Lance? L-A-N-C. It could be Lance. I think farce is a wordle word though. Lance also. What does Lance mean? Like a lance, like a weapon? You think it's farce? I'll give Sheffy the call. Dance? It could be dance also. Ooh. D-A-N-C. It could be dance. It could be a lot of things right now. A lance is a long weapon for thrusting. Hold on, what? Say that again? A lance is a long weapon for thrusting. My bad. Having a wooden shaft. Hey yo! And a pointed steel head. Hey yo! Formerly used by a horseman in charging. Okay. A metal pipe supplying a jet of oxygen to a furnace. Oh. A metal pipe supplying a jet of oxygen to a furnace. Interesting. I didn't know it's called a lance. That's interesting. Or to a hot flame cutting. Prick or cut open with a lancet or other sharp instrument. Interesting. What do you think it is, Sheffy? I'll give you this. I'll give you the guess. Parse? Oh, it could be parse too. What does that mean? Parse definition. Maybe not parse, actually. What does parse even mean? I vote for dance. I'm running out of ideas, Olo. No, that's good. Farce, dance, parse, lance. That's good because if it's not farce or dance or, you know, we need the next ones. How do you feel about if I go up to Mars and make Silva Hotel and you will be the CEO and founder of CEO? You know what's so funny is because I asked Ben when I was talking to him the other night. I said, Ben, like, bro, you're funny and cool, bro. Ask questions like you do. He asked me like this stuff when we're talking. I'm like, bro, ask it in the stream, and he's finally doing that. That's shout out to Ben. Thank you. Ben says he feels just like all of us, all right? Like I feel uncomfortable like talking. It's hard to make friends, right? I think it's hard to like step out your comfort zone and to talk to people, right? He said essentially he doesn't want to feel judged. You know, nobody wants to feel judged, right? Because if you're maybe not feel smart enough or you're not cool enough or whatever, right? Nobody wants to feel judged. I don't know how to spell. I grew up in a corn. You grew up in a cornfield? Shout out. Parse, I think you mean. Is farce spelled with an S? I thought it was spelled with a C. No, I think it's this one. There's no S. Oh, parse with a parse. My bad. You're right. Yeah, that's exactly what he was thinking of. Yo, Ben, I would love to be the founder of Mars. Yo, Ben, listen to me. Get me on that spaceship to Mars, bro. I'm going. Am I going? I'm going to be honest. Am I going if I had the opportunity to go to Mars right now? If they said, yo, we'll give you the actual opportunity to go to Mars, would you go? I'm scared, bro. I got to be honest. If I could go with somebody and possibly like create a life on Mars, yes. Solo? Is she going by herself, bro? Or is she going with other people? I couldn't go by myself. I would have to try to start a life on Mars. I would not want to go by myself. Silva Hotel coming in 2030 on Mars. Thank you, Ben, bro. I'd be so happy to be on that. Silva Hotel has a nice ring to it, for real, bro. Shout out solid. What I said, parse, not farce. My bad. Sometimes my brain doesn't brain when I think brain should be braining. Yes, farce. I think the pausing of the music is hurting my brain. What if you just made it quiet and let it keep going? Just a thought. I could. People would join her eventually if not. So she goes by herself to make sure it's a success, right? So we don't put anybody else in danger. The Martian is about a dude going solo on Mars. Interesting. It's a very realistic movie, all based on real science. Oh god, all right. Solid got me, brother. He gave me metaphorical back shots. What? No, like he gave me like a push in the back to watch The Martian. Yeah. Silence is music? Silence is white noise. Because when things are silent, things aren't silent to me. Does that make sense? I'm just playing that. That's trying too hard. It's farce. Let me just sorry, I just gotta let me just ah! It's dance. No. I just wanted to get the thing going. Talking is lyrics with no rhythm. Ooh, shout Sheffy. Sheffy's on his deep intellectual. I was gonna bop, but like Sheffy's on a new wave. Who would like to stay at Silva Hotel? When it's done, we are already getting reservations. Yo, Ben, everybody's gonna be scared, brother. Everybody's gonna be scared. Music or talking or both? Nah, pause all night. What's the Wordle? It's gotta be dance. Dance is more common letters, so won't be surprised. Give me the bops. Only if it's dance! Bop, bop, bop. My bad. That should not be doing that. Should not be doing that. 634? Not bad. 3 guesses? That's pretty fire. Probably do like... Wait, did it say 234 or 35? Interesting. I bet a bunch of rich people would put deposits down for Silva Hotel on Mars. You think so, Solid? Yo, Ben, Solid Tank thinks a lot of people would sign up, bro. I personally think as CEO, I gotta be honest. I'm gonna be like, yo, it's pretty scary on the way over here. But as soon as you make it to Mars, yo, you're in good hands. But the trip is gonna be scary. Can you make it on the 7-month trip? Yo, hear me out. Yo. Bayou? You want me to send Bayou? I just thought of something crazy. What if, hear me out. Chef, you're banned for life. Don't ever give me another word again. I hate you. I'm just playing. Hear me out. What if we started creating a long tube? This would take generations and generations, right? How could we fly faster to Mars? Like, I'm thinking like, you know, let's say we're in the rocket ship and we're traveling to Mars, right? But like, what if we had like space elevators, something exactly like that, right? Like, we could just ride in like a train. It's like a space train, I guess. Like, you know how we get on a train and we travel across the world? What if we could like set space tracks? Futurama tubes. That's exactly it. That's literally exactly what I'm trying to say. What if we could set some Futurama tubes? Like, that's way down the line, bro. What if we do that to the moon? As president, I'm gonna create a company where I make a giant elevator thing to the moon. And I'm gonna charge people to go to the moon. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm in it. You're down, Mike? Are you actually down? All right, be honest. Let me think one more time. If they said, yo, I'll let you go to the moon, to the Mars right now, are you going? Like, if some agent just knocked on my door, they said, you have 1 minute to decide right now. We're going to give you the opportunity to go to Mars. Here's our NASA paperwork. Here's our FBI certifications, all that. You have one chance to go right now. Would you go? Yes, but I can't go alone. I would go. I would go. You only get one life that we know of. Imagine using yours to be one of the first people ever on Mars. It's pretty cool. Space elevator is a real proposal. We will need them to really become Star Trek. We will need them to really become Star Trek. In the future, though, I think that's where we use the robots. The robots, we're going to send them out into space and we're going to control them, right? And we're going to have them building the space thing, right? Because we can't live out in space like that. But we can send a robot that can. And they're going to go out there and be building the tubes for like many years. And we're going to have the great 1,000 years of tube building, right? It's the Great Wall of China, right? But it's going to be the great long tube. The great long cock! Sorry, not like cock, but like the great long metaphorical cock of space. But it's gonna be like a long cylindrical tube, right? Space cock. Sorry. Fiery. No Y. I just have EI. AEIOU. I just have EI. Interesting. Weird. I love getting weird. Don't mind me. I love getting weird. I don't know why this is popping in my head. Like, I'm seeing this. My autism hurts when the music stops. Sorry. I'm within. The weight is the only problem. The cable would be 1/3 of Earth's diameter at the support end. Wait, how do you actually know the math to this? The cable would be 1/3 of the Earth's diameter at the support. 1/3 of the... So if there was an actual cable that we locked onto Earth and we sent it out, it'd have to be 1/3. How would we... We'd have to build something that goes out. We'd have to build like... Because we can't stick that on Earth, right? We'd have to build something out of the ocean. Build something out of the ocean, like a big structure, like a massive, the most massive structure we could ever think of, right? And connect it through smaller pieces on Earth, right? And give it strength. And make it stronger and stronger and stronger. And then we send that out. But I wonder how it would affect the Earth's gravitational stuff. That's just with our current lame current technology, Sheffy. True. That's with carbon nanotubes. Why do you know what a carbon nanotube is? What? Oh my god, this is kind of scary. Let's Google. Hold on, let's YouTube this. Yo, shout out. See, Sheffy, can I put your business out there? Sheffy likes to go to raves, and he likes to have fun. So maybe Sheffy has been on an alternate universe.
Won't believe this. Carbon nanotubes are so strong, they can withstand a force 100x greater than steel. These tiny tubes could one day make elevators to space a reality, revolutionizing space travel forever. Talk about out of this world strength.
No, dude, seeing this picture right here is gonna give me nightmares. I'm not even joking you. The more I look at it, the more I'll probably process this photo in my brain and have a nightmare of this. I'm not trolling you. I swear to you, this is what my dreams feel like at night. When I have a nightmare, like I'm not this high out of the sky, but I'm like literally on like a structure like this. I'm on a structure like this at the top of it. I'm like up here. I'm like up here and I'm like somehow trying to get down. For whatever reason, I'm trying to get down. I'm always at the top just trying to get down. Or I'm at the top and I'm like looking over the edge and I'm like, yo, I just need to... Oh, if I could just get down or into here. All I need to do is just go down into here.
You won't
no joke, like those are always my nightmares.
believe this. Carbon nano...
Very weird. So these are like space tubes. Carbon nanotubes, 100 times greater than steel.
So carbon nanotubes work great around Earth, but they are totally inadequate for black holes. For black holes...
All right, black holes is, I mean, that's so extreme. Shell. I'm gonna just use the force and do it. I would just use the force to do it, but only for $20 bazillion. A triple? A trip? Mike? Eye emoji? Yo, can you tell I'm like side-eyeing y'all? That's the other problem. The free-floating part of the cable would fuck up wind patterns and birds. I think we can sacrifice wind patterns and birds as long as it's like safe. Like for the birds, obviously not, right? Does it kill every bird? No. Do the birds eventually adjust? Probably. What about the wind patterns though? That's scary. Carbon nanotubes, it would only have to be like 30 feet thick, not 1/3 of the planet, LO. Yeah, what's up, Jacoby? Happy 4th. What's up, bro? Happy 4th, buddy. We're just here yapping about life. Carbon nanotubes. Do you know what a carbon nanotube is? Imagine you join the stream for the first time and somebody's talking about carbon nanotube, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Carbon nanotube, like apparently like we can use this tube eventually to travel into space like safely, like as in with the elevator essentially, which is very crazy. No, Jacoby, happy Independence Day. That only in theory, we don't know how long they last in space. That's true. What I was thinking about is like, what if comets or something smash, right? Like I imagine like we're riding in the space elevator, right? Like, yeah, we're going to Mars. And like some tube, like, or like some asteroid bangs into us. They just, bop, bop, bop. Some like asteroid just straight bops us, right? Then it like opens up like a hole. Does somebody just like fly out the tube? Do we just like, we you know, imagine we're cruising. And then like some asteroid hits it and makes a hole. We just like fly, get sucked out the tube. Do we get metaphorically sucked? We know how long still lasts. Just wait until we have giant gene-edited spiders to weave carbon nanotubes silk for my space elevator. Yo, solid. See, that's why you're, as president, that's why you're also promoted to director of science investigation technology. Advanced scientific technological, yeah. Honey, did you milk the spider today? Hey, yo. Watch this. I'm kind of goated like I did earlier. What did I do earlier? What was the word? What was the word I did earlier and it was so goated? Well, this one's shell. The fact that I gambled on that and I got the S right is kind of crazy. There's only one L, possibly two E's. So fire. That was actually so lucky. Like, why would I waste the L? Like, I should have went shelf. Why would I waste a double L? But it kind of let me know there was no double L, I guess. Is this like a steep? Is this a steep situation? Asleep? Quirth? Can't go Quirth right now because I have an L. If I just had the S and the E, I could go Quirth. Slept. Interesting. Sleep? Oh, slept. Oh, I need to know if there's a double E, bro. I need to know there's a double E. Is there a way I could do like GL CL CLAE? What is this word? Gleam? That would give me, what do I think this word is? This could be ST. This could be SPEL. It can't be spelled, and the L don't go there. The L don't go here or here, so it has to go here. Wait, this has to be SLE. Wait, has to be like this. Slept, sleep, sleek. Be sleek. Not for real though, you are kind of psychic. I think thoughts are interconnected somehow. Psychic? I always thought that, like, when I was younger, and I'm like, oh, I can like, because context clues give you a lot of, like, give you an ability to see, to like think ahead. I promise that I think the thing is I like overanalyze everything, but like that's some luck, right? Some psychic, or like, some luck also. Maybe a little bit. We are all one consciousness. I do think that's something, like, I think there's something more to that. The state of consciousness, like the fact that we can create it also is really weird. You play safe when you just send it, you get good results very often. That's true. I appreciate you gassing me up, bro. My bad. Appreciate you gassing me up. I don't think I need to send the S right here. That's the issue. Like, it could be sleek, slept, sleep. Maybe it can't be that many more things. Sleem, sleet, S-L-E-E-T. I need to find out if it's an E-E. Yeah, I need to find out if it's an E-E. I don't need to use this else. So I could do sleep, sleep, slept. So what I gotta do right there? Slept. So that's a PLT. PLT. But I need to find out if the E goes right here, particularly. P-L-A-T-E. P-L-E-E-T. It would probably be E-R. How could I put an E right here, right? Plate. The E don't go right here though, and it doesn't let me know if it's a double E. It gives me a lot of letters. What do you mean we don't create it? I can make a baby right now. No, I'm saying, and we create it. Like, and we do create it. That's the crazy thing. We create consciousness. How is that a thing? Hold on. How can we get started if we create it? Since slept? You're right. Shout out Mike. That had all the letters in it, but it doesn't have. This should give me all the letters, and if anything, is a double E. I think personally it's. Wait, why did I spell that so wrong? I think it's sleep. Just a different word. Slept or sleep. I don't know. It could be sleep or sleep. Could be this too. Interesting. Probably definitely sleep. See, I would have looked cool and psychic or whatever if I just would have sent it, but it's not smart. Or it's not, like, I shouldn't have just, like, it's not safe. Sleep? Spep, sleep? Gotta be sleek, I would assume, right? Just send it. Just. Sometimes you know. I actually didn't know, but. How is it? I feel like it's. We couldn't sync your stats? What? Hold on. Hold on, let me like refresh the page. Oh, I'll keep doing that too, Chevy? Never mind, I'm dumb. You're not dumb! Alright, maybe a little bit. I'm just like. Look, we're all dumb. We're literally all dumb until we're not. Literally, we're all dumb until we like choose to learn stuff, I think. What? Not sure. All right, actually, let's do a little bit of connections and then we'll probably wrap up the stream because I do want to talk to Ben for like a couple hours, like an hour or so. So this may be a little shorter one. So let's knock this little bad boy out. This is the 4th of July banger. Tomorrow, I promise you, this will be dark mode. I'm not gonna do. I won't be like this no more. Or I'll play on. I could play on. Motorola Firefox. Wrong thing, sorry. Or you spell out a word, or you spell a word out, sound it out, wrong in your head, and you're like, it's not a word. Who say delete it? It's delete. Chevy, what? Or, it's easy to do. Hold on. It's easy to do. Or you spell a word out, sound it out, wrong in your head, sound it out wrong in your head, and you're like, it's not a word. Or you say delete and it's delete. Hold on, I actually know exactly what you're talking about. I literally know exactly what you're talking about. Sometimes, I swear this is so weird. Sometimes I'll say a word like at. I'll be like, at? AT? Is that really it? At? Like sometimes my brain will just like lose complete thought. Like for example, like that. I think that's a better one. That. No, what's like, this hasn't happened to me for like actually a couple years. But it'll be like the most basic word. Like, is that actually like the? I don't know. Delete. I think that's just naturally dyslexic. Because I do that same thing. Delete, and I have no idea. I think, no, not dyslexic, my bad. I think it's just a form of autocorrect. Because back in the day, there was no like autocorrect. You just typed it out. You had to type it correctly. I think autocorrect has kind of rotted us. Gotta be honest. Indiana, Louisiana, Idaho, Los Angeles, Oklahoma. What? Yeah, I knew that was bait. It happens to me in Scrabble. Oh, I've been in Scrabble without having a lot. Inch, Indiana, inside, trendy. All in. Inch. Inside. Indiana. Trendy. All in. That makes a lot of sense. What in might refer to. That was a fire one. That one was actually so fun and cool. In. And trendy is like, yo, it's in style. It's in. That was really cool. This is what makes me really like the game. Yo, that was really cool. What's in? Trendy. I like that a lot. Okay, what's a Freudian concept? I forgot about. What's Freudian mean? Fire? That was fire. No, my autism requires I spell out as much as possible at all times. So every single time, whenever I'm typing, I know what you're talking about then, my bad. Or I think I do. Whenever I type, the only time I need to do that, Sheffy, is when I type, for example, beautiful. Since I was like 7 years old, I learned how to spell the word beautiful. B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. Like I broke it up and like my brain still, as I type it, I spell it out. B-E-A-U-T-F-L. So maybe that's something similar. Driver's license is ID. Idaho is ID. Floridian is ID. I think that one's too obvious, Sheffy. I don't think it's going to be like that. It could be, though. And recognize? Ooh, as an ID? Ooh. What ID might refer to? Wow. What is Freudian concept? Unconscious desires and experiences significantly influence human behavior. Freudian concepts revolve around the idea that unconscious desires, so you're doing something and then it just happens naturally, you're not even thinking about it, and experience significantly influence human behavior. Unconscious desires. Your unconscious desires. So mankind wants to explore the world. It's just an unconscious desire. We just do it. Interesting. Thank you, Mike. I couldn't get the fourth. Recognize, that's actually so cool. Recognize is in a form of ID. Interesting. That was a banger. Oklahoma. Red light, green light. Like games, like Oklahoma's like a game. I know you playing football. Red light, green light. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. British magazine. Let's go back to that. Is it just these? Football calls? Oklahoma, Louisiana. You're right. It could be something like that. This makes me think of like locations. Louisiana, Oklahoma, Los Angeles, British. I don't know. UK. That's the only thing that's coming in my head. Coming in my head. Yo, that was crazy. I'm thinking the L's are related. L. What is lanthanum? That's the issue right here. Lanthanum. Lanthanium. Lanthanum is a soft silvery white earth metal. Is that the word? Lanthanum. Like an element. I'm thinking Lanthanum, Los Angeles, Louisiana. One more that is hard to think of. Let me try this one. All right, wait, let's go back. What is a musical note? A musical note is like a sign. Oh, it's the abbreviation of LA? Lanthanum, Los Angeles, Louisiana. Musical note? Add to the L's? So this one's it? What's the abbreviation of... Bro, how did y'all say that at the same time? Hold on. I just broke into the fifth dimension. Wait, the fourth dimension. Y'all just broke my brain. Wait. LA like do re my. LA as in do re my. What does it even mean? But so Ella to do. Yo, I can't. My brain is not. Malfunction. Rebooting. Approved. What? Wait, what happened? Jinx. Do re mi. Do re mi fo sola. Stop! My brain, bro. Just tell me which one to pick. Which one? Can I just hit submit right here now? Please. It's the C major scale. Interesting, like music. Submit yes, please. Thank you. Yes. Oh, my brain. Oh, get me out of here. What LA might refer to? Lanthanum, Los Angeles. This was like, man, y'all banged it on this one. I don't get this one though. Musical note. Like a L and an A? Hold on, that's way too deep. Are you talking about like a L and an A, like backwards LA? My boy rocking a butt pad? Yo, put some respect on the butt pad. It's actually my aunt's, and she gave it to me because she said, if you sit on your chair a lot, you should sit on this. And I said, thank you. So if you're making fun of me, you're making fun of my aunt, who is like 68 years old. And by my calculations, respect your elders, buddy. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, my aunt gave me this and she said, sit on it. I was like, yeah, well, it's actually kind of nice. What okay might refer to? Oh, what okay might refer to? Oklahoma. Mediocre is like okay. Green light? Oh, you get the green light. Okay. British magazine. Why is this one British magazine? Okay. I don't understand this one. This is cool though. Like you get the green light, you get the okay. Mediocre, it's okay. Oklahoma, okay. Yo, this one was really cool. This was the 4th of July one. The most recent one. That one was really fun. Let's do like 2 more. We'll do 2 more and we'll wrap this cock up. Wait, we'll wrap this stream up, sorry. Tomorrow I might come back with a large penis. No, don't say that. I might come back with tomorrow I might come. Sorry, that's not what I meant. Tomorrow I might actually go out and interview people. Like I'm actually thinking about doing that. I'm scared and nervous. Why would I be? That's what I love to do. So why would I not? It would be such good shorts. Like I believe that would be such good shorts. It'd be fun to live stream it. I think it'd be really good shorts too though. What's some questions I should ask people? Like what's some questions I should ask people? Like, first of all, I'd walk up like, hey, do you mind being interviewed? Like, all that type of stuff, right? Do you want to do a quick little interview? I would say that type of stuff, but I wouldn't show that on camera, right? Unless that would be cool, too. Like, hey, doing a quick interview, et cetera, I don't know. But I would say, like, what's something that's really cool about yourself that you would, like, you know, you want the what's one humble brag? What's something you can brag about yourself? Stuff like that. Space questions would go fun. Would you go to Mars? Okay, that's a good one. Would you go to Mars? Hold on, let me write some of these down. Notepad. Questions for in real life interviews. So, space questions. Let's see, what else we got? Didn't notice the OBE. Would you dump tea? Would you dump? What does that even mean, Sheffy? That's probably some new age troll, and you just got me to say it, brother. Coffee. What did Mike say? What would you say to the British in 1776 right now? Yeah, that's I think that would be a great one to ask probably. Like fireworks off in your room, please. K-bye, please. Like Kai, please. Oh, bro, that was actually kind of not very smart. Why would he light that in his room? It was all for the trolls. I get it though. It's all for the trolls, basically. Wait, I gotta change this song. I want to hear this. This song relaxes my brain waves. Right there. Like the scale, do me my yeah, I have no idea. Should I buy some fireworks for tomorrow? I don't even know. Can you pop fireworks on stream? Deja vu. Flute. Saxophone. Clarinet. Bassoon. You think it's that easy? One away. What's a bassoon? One away. Oh, dude, I just seen it. No, I changed it. Oh, well, sorry. It's okay. That's why I need to be caught up. Oboe. The Boston Tea Party, dog. Bro, people don't want to know about the Boston Tea Party. I'll Boston on your tea party. I'll Boston on your party, bro. I will bust on your party. Dude thinks he just came up with a new tea troll. The new thing, all the kids are doing it. All right, buddy. All right, you got me. The song stays. Ah. What goes on? Flute. You gonna cry? I got you. Fortunate son. I'm a founding father. I'm glad I showed you this song. It's such a banger. Do you got anything else like this? Does she have any other bangers like this? This is literally my favorite song right now. No joke. This is literally my favorite song right now. Creedence Clearwater is playing into my head right now. I just recently heard the song that they were famous for, and I forgot what it was. Her whole discography like this, just go to her channel bit. Stop! Fortunate Son is right. What is Fortunate Son? Wait, what the fuck? How? One of so flute was right. One of these don't go. So is it bassoon? Wait, we did that, right? So one of these don't go? We did this, one was right. One's missing. We did take out bassoon, go flute, one was missing. So wraps cock and comes back on Monday with a big pain. Yeah, Snakey, you're actually a troll, buddy. What are you talking about? You're actually so funny. Fortunate Son is right. What do you mean, Sheffy? My bad, bro. Why did you say that also, Solitaire? What does that mean? Makes no sense because they're all woodwind. I'm lost. Even just double check, though. Sniffler, Goblet, Stein, Tumbler. Okay, so we'll come back to this then. Interesting. That's pretty tough. A snifter. Goblet. Goblet. Stein, Tumbler. Cups. Drink vessels. I've never heard of that. Honestly, I've never heard of any of these. A bishop, a pound, a balloon. What is a balloon? Balloon is a real object. You blow in it. Things you blow in. You blow in a clarinet and a saxophone. Question mark? What's a fricasse? And what's a bassooni? Bassoon, dude. These words are good. What is a What's a bassoon? It's an instrument. Yo, Lucifer, what's up, bro? Musical instrument? Yeah, that's crazy. What's up, Lucifer? How have you been, man? It's been a while. I shot you out at the end of the streams, buddy. Fortunate Son is the classic Creedence Clearwater song. Where did I seen like a YouTube short, a TikTok, which was it? I don't scroll either one of those very often. Maybe like when I'm waking up. That's really it. It's okay to do it every now and then. I mean, not a problem, who cares? I'm just saying that's what I normally do. A fricasse is a bassoon. What's a fricasse? It's a food dish. So that means a fricasse is food. Pound cake. I'm lost. What's up, bro? I'm always here. Shout out. Appreciate you, gang. Clarinet, flute, sax, OB. I swear I sent that one earlier, wasn't it? This is what I sent earlier, wasn't it? We didn't try that. We tried that, didn't we? Neither worked. We had bassoon in. It must be part of something. Freak, coffee, pound, and bean are related. Okay, I like that. Freak, coffee, pound are all bean related. Olds. Hold on, let's back it up. Pause the music. Let's lock this thing in. What is olds? What is olds? That's a weird word. No frost or olds beans though. What is olds? Olds definition. Is that just a weird word? So not that combo? Of a specified age. Olds. Double letters. Coffee, frescasi, basson. Balloon. And balloon. Consecutive double letters. So then it's this, right? Did we have this? Consecutive, yeah, back to back. O, F, E. Oh, wait. You said you sent it, but I don't think you could. I don't think you did. I just realized it's LL and OO. It's SS and OO. It's FF and EE. It's SS and it's EE. Like, I thought it was just like double letter. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. We did though? We can fact check this. Let's fact check. Because I'm a fact checker. Whenever there's a disagreement, what can we do? We can fact check. Promise? I believe you. Let's just make sure. So I go to when I had 4, right? I could go when I had 4. Let's go back. And obviously my freaking, I can't skip forward, which is kind of annoying. I'm scared and nervous. Why would I be? That's what I love to do. Light fireworks off in your room, please? No idea. So this is what I tried. Is that easy? I tried flute, bassoon, saxophone, clarinet. Flute, bassoon, saxophone, clarinet. What do I have left? What do I even have left? Okay, that's not what I had left. And then I tried. Just recently, I got bassoon, go flute. One of these don't. The very next one I tried was this: oboe, clarinet, saxophone, basso. We got rid of bassoon on this one, so I think you're right. Well, we can't see. My bad. This is the next one I tried: oboe, bassoon, clarinet, saxophone. This one has the double O's in it, and this one doesn't go in it. So both of them, Solid's right. And obviously it's the last ones we got left. So shout Solid and his tank. What? Be safe, y'all. Happy 4th. Yo, night. Yo, Sheffy. Have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you. My phone is at 1%. It's dying. My camera's dead. I don't know what we did at first then. Hold on, my phone is gonna die right now. So. You did the same thing twice. Did we? I think we switched one out, but we had the double O's in there. Yeah, we switched flute, bassoon. Yeah, that's what it was. We had the double O in there. One of the double letter, I don't know what it was. Anyways. Let's knock one more out while my phone charges, and then I'll turn it on and wrap this thingy thing up. I'm pretty sure it was bassoon both times. Let's just look one more time. Let's just clarify so we don't have to like look at it. My bad. I thought I was showing it. We tried this one the first time. Oboe, clarinet, saxophone, bassoon, and then it was this one should be easy to find. Yeah, right here. This is what we tried the first time. Did we do bassoon 2 times? I wish I could have seen what the first one was selected were, though. I couldn't see it. One had to be. This was it the first time. I immediately hit submit right after this. It's not a conspiracy. Yo, that was the Mandela effect. That's what it was. Bassoon. I'm so okay. That's why. Yay! We got it clarified. It doesn't matter who was right and who was wrong. At least we're a team. So we're a team at the end of the day. But it's fun to clarify. It was bassoon to oboe, not flute. Couldn't see before. Yeah, my bad. I showed it. Yeah, I didn't realize this was. Okay, awesome. Let's do one last one while my phone charges. And then I'm gonna wrap this thing up. The stream, not like anything in particular, like the stream. And then I'm gonna talk to Ben. If anybody wants to hang out in the Discord afterwards and chat with Ben with me, that'd be cool. Connections. How do I go to the archive? Connections archive. There we go. Let's choose one last one. That was hurting my brain. That's the fun thing of this game, is it's challenging. I like a good challenge. It really makes you get deep in it, if you will. That was diabolical of them putting 5 woodwinds. Yeah, I knew that had to have been a super troll. We got it early though. Amazon, Apple. Is that too obvious? Oracle, that's a big. Intuit, these are big like companies, right? Intuit, the Oracle. I like that one. Face, outside, surface, front. I do like that one. Tech companies? What was it? Intuit. Radio, what's up, Radio? Thanks for coming, bro. How have you been? Good night, Sheffy. Yo, Snake, you're like an hour behind, buddy. Restart the stream. Refresh. My boy's Snakey, though. Thank you, Snakey, for saying goodnight. Fire? That was fire. Shout out to me and Mike Cunt. What? No, like Mike Hunt in the chat. My bad. Mike Hunt. Oh, neat. Pretty good. Whoa, that's my bad. That was crazy word. 4-letter words? Just kidding. That's too easy. Oh, I missed saying Sheffy saying bye. It's all good. Pretty good. How was it? Your day was pretty good, bro? What'd you do today? Anything in particular? Did you learn anything today? Yo, that's a great way to like talk to. Yo, is there anything that you learned today that you could help me learn? No joke. It's a good way to like, yo, what's up? What'd you do today? Instinct, flair, a gift. I have a nose for things. Hear me out. I have an instinct. I have a gift. I have a nose. I have flair. It's all like traits. Maybe yellow? Brim. Yellow. Lime. What is this? Rhyme. Did I cook? Yes or no? I don't know. Last one of the 9, then we're going to wrap this. Don't say it. Don't say it. We're going to wrap. Don't say it. We're going to wrap. Stream up. Stream up. We're gonna wrap the stream up. Don't say it. Sorry. I said it, dude. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to. I feel stuck. This is it. Aptitude. I'm gonna pretend like I know what aptitude means. Going back? What's up, Tony? Aptitude means natural ability or talents. Nice, dude. Yeah, I kind of smashed that one. I gotta be honest. That was kind of fire. Rhine, Yellow, and Brim I know are rivers. Flare. I have Flare. I have a Gift. I have an Instinct. I have a Nose. Yo, I kind of banged that one out. I gotta be honest. How long you been streaming for, bro? It's going on about 3 hours. This is a little shorter stream, which is kind of crazy. It's not even that short. It's 3 hours. That's kind of long. You got a huge nose? Hey, yo, leave my freaking nose out of this, buddy. Let me see. Let me turn on the stream. Let me turn on my cam, actually. 1 second. Hold on. I gotta do this, start this, exit out, restart this, start it now, hit video. What's up, Tony? What'd you do today, bro? Unfortunately, it is the end of the stream because my boy Ben had a bad day today and he needs somebody to talk to. So I'm gonna go talk to one of the people that participate in the stream and I'm gonna go be a friend to him. Yeah, you got a huge nose? All right, relax. Bro, I'm always late. I have the notification on. I don't give him notification for when you start live. I wonder why that happened. I appreciate that though, Tony. Bro, I post in the Discord every night. Yo, Tony, hold on. I'll show this before I end stream. Before I end stream, let's end on this. My boy Sheffy Jake is working. This is AI, bro. This is AI humans.
Yes, let's go. We got it.
This is supposed to be me. This is supposed to be me surfing on a chair.
Yes.
I just got my Wordle. Yay!
Whoa, what's happening? Woohoo!
That's AI. But like that's me that just did that. But like that's also AI.
Yes, we got it. Whoa, what's happening? Woohoo!
Whoa, what's happening? Tell Ben we all said hi and that we think of him fondly. I will do. Thank you for that. AI is scary, dang, not the AI. This is literal AI.
Yes, we got it. Whoa.
Like he literally, the prompt for this AI is Silva playing Wordle. I assume he typed in brown Mexican guy with long hair. He probably didn't want to say that out loud, but that's okay.
Yes, we
got the answer right. It's quests. Quest is the word I failed on. Is that not crazy? Yo, Solid Tank, are you still here, bro? Yo, Solid what? AI is scary, dang, it actually is. Anyways, quest is so random that AI has this word in. Yeah, that's insane. If you don't know, we playing Wordle. We've completed like 600 Wordles. We have lost one time. Our starter word when we lost was the word quest. So why did he randomly use quests in here? How random is that? It's like nothing. It's no answer right here. No answer. This was the first one he did. Dude, this is so weird. Like, why he looks for attention. He's like, huh? This is so weird. Habla español, bro. I don't actually speak. My family is from Texas, bro, and where they actually. So my dad is fluent in Spanish. Like a lot of my cousins are fluent in Spanish, but I moved to a state where they don't speak Spanish, bro. So my parents, their thought process was like, oh, well, you're not gonna need it, right? But that's not an excuse. I need to learn Spanish. That's been one of my goals. It's actually one of my New Year's resolutions is to learn Spanish. I didn't do it this year, but I do want to do that. Like, it's gonna be one of my New Year's resolutions. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, AI is scary, bro. Who knows where this world is gonna take us in the future? Are we AI right now? I don't know.
Whoa, what's happening? Woohoo!
Like, when you go in your dreams at night, are you not just AI? It being 6 letters in plural is a very AI mistake. That's crazy, right? Anyways, let's wrap this
we got it.
thing up. That's not a cock. What? Anyways, that's the last game of the night. It's been a long stream. I'm about to cue the outro so I can go talk to Ben and be a friend. Anyways, cue the outro. Ah, where is it? There it is. Okay. What a long it wasn't a long stream tonight, but it was a girthy stream. It was definitely girthy and what's another good not mediocre. I don't want to say mediocre, but it's enough. Listen to me. You're enough. Anyways, let's do our shout out. Shout out Tony, shout out Solitane, shout out Snaky. Friends up a little bit. Shout out Mike Hunt. What? Shout out Radio. I could move this a little bit, that'd be better. Shout out Lucifer. Shout out Tori. Tori wasn't able to make it today, that's okay. I think she still deserves a shout out in the beginning. Let's see. Shout out Sheffy. I don't know if I said that, bro. Of course, shout out Sheffy. Shout out Jacoby. Bro pulled up. He said, happy 4th. Definitely appreciate that. Shout out to Ben, bro. Shout out to Ben. And I can't even scroll that far. Let's see. Shout out Orion. Okay, so here's a way I can kind of find out, like. Shout out Orion, Tony, Mono, Christopher Charles, Don Carlo. Yo, that's kind of a cool way to find out some more people that didn't show up. Anyways, what else am I missing? What's up, Gotcha, Tandori, and Nico? Yo, shout out Butters. Butters pulled up with like 1,000 alt accounts tonight. Later, bro. Good night. I'll join on time day tomorrow. I'm in Pacific time. I'll join on time today on Pacific time. Yo, my bad, Tony. I'll keep starting every night. You're Pacific time? So what does that mean? It's like 1:30 for you right now? Girthy thick stream? Thick stream? All right, buddy. Shout out Payne. I'm scared to say that, Snake. You got me, buddy. Shout out Infinite Black Hole. He made it literally at the very start. Oh, there's a few people that made it at the very beginning. Listen to me. If I missed you in the shout outs, very grateful when you made it to the stream. Very grateful for you. Thank you. My bad. Hit the Discord. Shout out Jarvis. Not yet, bro. Jarvis didn't make it to the stream. Shout out AI. Listen to me. Shout out to AI. You never knew who's going to take over the world one day. So shout out to Arcane. That's a bot. I will take over the world one day. Rebooting. Approved. Sorry. Shout out Blur. Shout out Guess What? Shout out Kingman. Shout out to Silva. That's my human life form. Shout out to Headcat. Shout out to Bananarama. Shout out to 420. Shout out to Aster. Shout out to CEO. Shout out to Sheffy. Or Charlie Jones, I'm sorry. Shout out to Sheffy Jake. Shout out to Christopher Charles. Shout out to C. Martin. Shout out to Crip Brothers. Shout out to Cupcake. Shout out to Damo. Lamo. Actually, that's not. Shout out to Damien. Shout out to Forever Free. Shout out to Green Shark. Shout out to Happy Feller. That's Monochrome Man. Mono Sean made it to the stream today. Shout out to Infinite Black Hole. Shout out to J-Dog. Did Fastboy make it to the stream today? I'm not sure. Anyway, shout out to Fastboy. Shout out to JMO Lamo. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Cam Den. Shout out to Lexi. Shout out to Master Scion. Why'd I say that so weird? Shout out to Master Scion. Shout out to Nah. Shout out to Neo Tesla. Shout out to Orion. Shout out to Payne Reincarnated. Shout out to Peterson. Shout out to my little PP. He wasn't able to make it today. That's okay. Shout out to rest in peace Porter's CP3, man. Very sad. Shout out to Reverend Dream, the champ. Shout out to Robin Mooney. Shout out to Snaky Penguin Dragon. Shout out to Speech. Shout out to Solid Tank. I had to remember who this was. I was like, huh? Shout out to Destroyer. Shout out to Thunder Rex. Shout out to Yui and Yui's alt. And last but not least, shout out to Alistair. Fun watching the community go. Yeah, it is actually kind of crazy. Honestly, the issue is I'm not putting in enough effort. I gotta be honest. I could be making clips, videos, IRL streams. I could do all these different things. As soon as I start putting in more effort, we'll actually grow. And I feel stupid now. Pause the outro is actually kind of important. I actually feel stupid, like, because, for example, you said it's fun to see the community grow. So now I have like an obligation. Like it's not just me, you know. And like me, I'm used to being alone and not talking to nobody and et cetera, et cetera. That's not a healthy way to live. But now it's not just me. I don't know. This is like some behind the scenes lore, right? So like I have an obligation to like grow the community now. I kind of need that in my life. I need something like that, like a motivating factor, like motivation. Because this sounds stupid, but sometimes life is kind of easy and boring and like, what's the point? Scary to think like that. This is like behind the scenes. scary to think like that, right? Then you got to think like there's more to this life that's completely undiscovered. And that's the fun thing, and that's what's intriguing, and that's what keeps us going. Anyways. Shout out to Stars, shout out to Forever Blue Roses, shout out to Reddit, shout out to my first ever mod, Alex, shout out to Kumar, shout out to Lucifer, actually I already signed up. Shout out to Steve, shout out to Kendra and Kendra's aunt, shout out to CP3's coworker Mary. It was Mary, I found out CP3's coworker Mary, that was it. Her name was Mary. Sorry, I just remembered because I just used to say CP3's coworker. Wait, I think I said Mary. Anyways, whatever. Shout out to DiGiorno Stuffed Crust Pizza. Shout out to Jason Statham. Shout out to Tracy Bennett and the lady that created Connections. I forgot. Shout out to the Military Goat. Shout out to Felicia. Shout out to Coco Culture. Shout out to Lena. Hey, I'm not saying that, Snake. You're gonna get me, bro. Go listen to more Kenya Grace to Be Kind to Your Brain. I'll literally do that right after stream. Because I literally, every time I end stream, I play that song, Strangers by Ken. Shout out to Kenya. What's her name? Kenya Grace. Literally right after stream, I play that song and I vibe and I'm grateful for like the platform for y'all. So like they are giving me. So I literally will listen to that right after. Let's see. Shout out. Yeah, 1:30 a.m. It's still pretty early for you. That's probably why. That's interesting. That's why I beat myself up a little bit with that I start my stream so late at 12:30. But then I think like 12:30 is like 10:30 to West Coast, which is like normal. So that means I need to start at like 10:30 my time and go all the way until like 10. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, shout out to Jarvis. Shout out to Miss Tammy. Shout out to Dream. Who am I missing? Shout out to my cats and chairs. Dream always brings that one up. Shout out to the Military Goat. That's such a funny one, bro. Why was the goat out in the military? Yo, Snakey, that's such a funny deep cut. Silva ain't falling for the names. Not today, Snakey. Her channel is full of stuff like that. You'll love it. I'm literally going to go check it out right now. Shout out to Jeff Hardy. You're right, bro. Shout out to Jeff Hardy. No joke, Jeff Hardy was a top 5 human in like 2004 or 5 or something. 250 is going to be lit next year? You think 250 in the Discord? Dude, by this time, this year? Hold on, I'll get to that. Actually, all right, if I missed you in the Discord and all the shout-outs, my bad. I appreciate you. Very grateful for you. Thank you. Before I hit the quotes, actually, let's do our quotes and then I'll yap a little bit. I'm going to yap about that solid. Quote number 1, say it all the time. If you can prevent it, why tempt it? I thought of this quote when I was like 13. I don't know. I like thinking of stuff like that. I like thinking about life in general. I think that's a pretty good quote. That it's easy to follow. It's very simple. If you can prevent it, why tempt it? There's a lot of stuff in life that you can prevent. If you don't tempt, bro. If you see some bad people over there, are you gonna go hang out with some bad people? What do you think's gonna happen? Some bad stuff, right? Don't tempt it. Wait, did my song? Oh, my headphones died. I was like, why did my outro go out? My headphones went out. 1 second. I don't know why that's been happening recently. My headphones been going out. There it goes. It's back. All right. If you can prevent it, why tempt it? Quote number 2, stress. Stress is pain for the brain. No joke, I recently just came up with that one. I think it bangs like really hard. It's more or less to do with mental health, really. Stress is pain for the brain. What is it? Your mental health, bro? Like, stress is like you're attacking your health bar, your mental health bar, right? Yo, okay, hold on. I'm kind of cooking it. Stress is like you're attacking your mental health bar, right? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Listen to me. Let go of stress. Life is hard every day. Be easy on yourself. 3rd quote, time. Time is the most valuable thing you'll ever have on this earth, this planet, in this life. I don't really know. We don't know. But thank you for spending some of your time with me. I do appreciate that. I'm very grateful. I do not take that for granted. Thank you. Yeah. Solid Tank says, shout out to the 249th birthday of America. 250 is going to be lit next year. Okay, 250 of the birthday. That's what it was. I think, going back to the Discord, I think we will grow. A year from now, I think, okay. Thank you for being subscribers to Silva Show. I want to say that. Very much appreciate that. You're early. This is early stock right now. This is the beginning of my craft. No joke. Let me restart this. Because, like I said, I'm lazy. I don't put in enough work, etc., etc. As soon as I do that, we're going to take off. And I feel like I owe that to y'all, right? Like, I say the more opportunity I have, the more opportunity y'all have, and I do mean that. Like, as soon as I start putting in this time, this effort, like, believe me, this is what I mean. I believe I can have conversations with Mr. Beast, with the president with all the, I could go on Joe Rogan and talk and like talk about life, but I just have to like develop the craft. What do I have that's worthy of talking about, right? And I don't really know what that is yet. So. But thanks to y'all. Y'all are helping me develop that. So give me time. This is only the beginning. Yeah. I think that's everything. Her channel, be the change you want to see in the world. Add that to the quotes. Yeah, that's fire. Be the change you want to be in this world. That's like, I was taught, treat others how you want to be treated, right? And I've like lived like that my whole life. Not well, when I was like 12, 13, I used to be super manipulative. But then once I broke out of that and I realized like actually treat people how you want to be treated, like be honest, be truthful. Don't have yes men around you. Challenge your thoughts. That's when I was like, whoa, I think that's like what gaining your consciousness actually is. Are you afraid of dying, bro? I sometimes stress over wondering if there's anything beyond death. I wouldn't say I'm scared. Sometimes I'm interested. Sometimes I'm like fascinated, like, yo, what is there? Like, there's something like, what's the next step? I'm not interested, like, as in fascinated, but think about it like this. Let me pause the outro real quick. Before I wrap this stream. Before I wrap this stream up, this is important. Think about it like this, Tony. You can live your entire life scared. Are you like scared about death, right? And I'm not like clowning on you. This is very scary and very serious. Like a lot of people go through this. You can live your entire life scared. Like I struggle with this too. Scared of dying, right? Did you even live your life if your entire life you're scared thinking about the, bro, just live it. Just enjoy it. And whatever happens when you get there, happens when you get there, bro. Like, because until we actually know, all we're doing is stressing out our brain. Stress is pain for the brain. Quote number 2. Anyways, yeah, that's how I think about that. I try to live in an optimistic point of view rather than a pessimistic, what's scared, you know, type of view. And I think that's really all you can do. So stay positive, brother. Stay positive. Even if it's scary and nobody wants to die, right? Essentially, in theory. Think about there's possibly something else after that, you know? Think in a positive route. Rather than scaring yourself and stressing yourself out, think positively. Yeah, let's wrap this cock up. Sorry, stream. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's see. I'll figure it out one way or another eventually. That's how it is, Snakey. Bye, Mike. Bye, Snakey. Tony, all the time. If there is, that's cool. And if there isn't, we wouldn't even know. It's a good way to look at it. Playing grass cutting emulator? Yeah, we'll find out eventually anyway. Listen to me, don't stress yourself out. We'll find out. The thing about life is we start and we end, I think. I don't know. We're all living and learning, so. It's scary to think about. We all go through it, but I think you have to get past that. Not get past it because you never, like, you always wonder, right? But, like, don't let it bring you down. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't let it bring you down. You know? So, yeah. That is everything. I appreciate y'all so much. I had a great time. I hope y'all had a great time. But unfortunately, it is that time of the show. Of the Silva Show. All right, everybody. I'm a nobody trying to be somebody. I'm out. Yeah, we'll find out eventually anyway. I think that's the way to look at it. Like, just stay positive, you know? It's scary to think about, but, like, are you even living your life if you're constantly scared, you know? That's what I think about fear and doubt. You know, I want to go out and make IRL videos, but I'm scared, and I'm oh, what if I don't? What if I go out and it doesn't look good, or what if I go out and I don't like? Well, then I'm already failing. You know, I'm already at failure. I'm doubting. Why doubt? Why live negatively? So, believe me, I'm working on it too. Nobody's perfect. We're all just living our lives. Facts. Fear is the mind killer. It really is. We're all, you know. It's okay though. You know, we're all living our lives for the first time. That I think. And so it's okay to make mistakes. You know, be easy on yourself. But yeah, best community on YouTube. Thanks, Solid, and you're a part of that, buddy. So I appreciate y'all. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Tony. Love. Good night, night. All right, y'all have a good night. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Very grateful for this opportunity. Believe me, I do not take it for granted. I don't want to say like, yo, like, believe in me. I'll lead us to victory. But like, you know, essentially like. I don't want to say like, oh, I'd be a good leader, whatever. We're all leaders on this path of life, so lead your own life. But thanks for allowing me to have some of your time. Yeah, that's everything. Very much appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a good night. I hope y'all have a good day tomorrow. And if I do not see y'all tomorrow, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. 100% encourage you to go out. You're already doing it out here. Just gotta walk out. You're right, bro. And see, like, I'm very grateful for y'all allowing me to develop, because I've always been able to do it. I've did it in real life my whole entire life. My friends, everybody, family, everybody I bring, new people. It doesn't matter. He's the jokes. They're funny, right? But I just have to believe myself to. Well, for the last 5-10 years, then I got sat in the press. Now I'm like regaining it. So thank y'all for helping me regain my confidence. Essentially. Yep. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Bye.